The Esoteric Order of Roleplayers present The Great Pendragon Campaign by Greg Stafford, with David Larkins as the Game Master and Desiree Valdez as the Adversary. So, let's get going as I'm multitasking here.
Really?
Let's do some yearly events.
Radio.
Oh god.
D6.
Is it a D6?
D20.
It's a D20, but family events is D6.
Oh yes.
He's planning ahead.
Yep.
Alright.
Wait, hold on.
Cool. So, Jade, are you premiering a new night this year?
I am.
Excellent.
Great.
And how about you,
cool.
Renae? Are you sticking with Concord or are you going with Percy? I think Jake wanted to see Concord get one more shot to redeem himself.
Yeah, I noticed that, yeah. I was thinking if that was going to be the moment, but I don't want him to go out in shame.
Yeah,
so.
that's true.
What happened?
There's gonna be a right moment. I know it.
On last week's episode.
Last week's episode,
Concord got chewed out by
Queen Guinevere.
Yeah.
For beheading a woman.
Well,
indirectly.
she got in the way.
She did get in the way.
It was not on purpose. See,
No.
Kinrain. Whoops.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Just went all Malahide on her.
Yeah.
Oh, pretty intense.
Alright, so, Jade, your new character's name is...
Sir Edern.
Edern, that's right.
You're eating.
How would you spell that? E-D-E-R? Or E-D-E-R-N? If I read it correctly. I rolled a 9.
A 9 is relations for young Edern.
That it is.
What do I do now?
Gonna be, he's unwed, I assume?
Yep.
Okay, roll lustful.
I fail.
Well, you get a chance to woo.
Okay.
So, roll your fealty, your honor, and your courtesy.
Fealty. I make. Honor. I make. Courtesy. I fail.
Okay, 2 out of 3. Alright, so, let's see. You have an opportunity to fight her brother. If you win, then you can
Go on a
start
date?
courting her. Yeah, exactly.
Alright.
That's your option.
Sure.
Okay. Alright, so that's a challenge. You seem to end up doing a lot of these challenges here, so...
This is the first time it's ever been for a lady, though.
That's true. That's true.
Usually it's just dude on dude action.
Sorry,
Right.
Ashley.
Oh, you.
That's part of the...
Sorry, someone just solved the problem in Earthbound.
Oh. Alright. Challenge. Where is that? There it is. Okay. Let's see who this fellow is. Hoo-hoo. Alright.
I saw that 6.
The challenge is, Ooh. So the challenge is jousting with unrebated lances.
Okay.
Until the first person is unhorsed.
First person is unlived.
Is unalived, yes, indeed. So what is your spear skill?
16.
16. Okay, very good. Here we go.
Can I impassion that?
Of course.
Can we generate a love life passion? Maybe if we're pagans.
No.
Life passion. That's pretty good.
I love my life.
I really like being this whole breeding thing.
Yes.
I have 24.
17. Double horse damage.
Oh, 3!
Oh my god.
See? Told you. Unlike.
That's 12,
4,
18,
6, 8. That's fair, isn't it?
yeah, which is luck.
That's awesome.
So that was 28. Okay. Wait, right? No, 35.
Yeah, it was 35.
35. That's 40. 36, 52.
Wow.
58.
I had a feeling I had enough time to walk
61.
out, close the gate and then come back in.
No,
Yeah, exactly.
That's 61.
Well, 61.
Okay, pretty much explodes,
Kill
right?
her brother.
So you killed her brother.
No, I just embarrass him.
No, you killed him because it was with unrebated lances.
Yep.
So
Oh, well,
He was trying to kill you.
yeah,
That's
it's
kinda true.
all's fair. All's fair.
in love and war.
So
I make him
you,
explode.
yeah, basically you completely impale him. You leave about half of your lance inside of him.
Wow.
I liked that land.
Well, you can just sort of mount him on your wall and you'll always have it.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't have a hall yet. Where am I gonna put him?
Yeah.
My bedroom. It's just morbid.
You just kill him, take his hull.
Just
He
morbid.
might have had a hull.
I don't think that's how it works.
This is like, yeah. No, that's not how it works.
No? I don't know if this is how King Arthur wants it to work.
Oh, hell.
It seems like that would be the chivalrous thing to do. You kill her brother, so you have to take care of the sister.
That is, in fact,
That is kind
extremely
of
Hebraic.
She might have other brothers. Can we roll to see if she has other brothers?
Almost certainly she has other brothers.
Oh, okay, so you've got a few more to go through until you get your man.
And that's my lady?
Yes, exactly. Won't you be surprised?
We don't
I'm
even
just
know.
gonna slaughter your entire family in the name of love.
Guys, we don't even know where we're at yet.
I know.
I don't know.
Have
What's her-
17.
oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
17. 17. Well,
She's no Guinevere.
no, she's no Guinevere.
My stepmom's
Who
mother.
is?
Your stepmom.
And she's 55.
Dude, your stepmom's hot.
Talk about a MILF, right?
Yeah, right.
I'm pretty sure one of them did her. Is it one of your characters?
Who's your...
Finger pointing is going on here.
I'm pretty sure.
Who is it?
Someone rolled like
Oh, Countess Ellen?
Yeah,
Oh.
Countess Elvin Ridichin.
Yeah, that was, I think that was Arcade. Jake, was that Arcade?
Yeah, one of our archivists, please go back.
Yes.
One of your characters totally banged my stepmom.
It was totally one of my characters. I'm pretty sure it was Arcade.
Yeah.
But who knows, it might have been Aaron before he got all holy.
That could be. Yes. So basically, it just so happens I statted up a wealthy young heiress today. So, Lady Ariette, there she is.
Oh, well, that's
Okay.
good. Okay, how do I
All right,
spell
well
that?
done.
She Ariette. She is an heiress to a baronetcy in Gloucester.
Oh,
Yeah.
Whoa.
that's exciting.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so I killed her brother, now what?
now you can start courting her. So
Does she want me to start courting?
Sounds like an uphill climb.
Yeah.
it depends on how she felt about her brother, I suppose.
I mean, if her brother was the one who challenged me,
yeah, he did.
I kind of feel like I should be let off the hook a little bit here.
Yeah.
It seems
yeah.
like he was keeping her from having fun.
It could be. It could be. So let's see.
Trying to get her into the monastery.
Mm-hmm.
You'll love it at St. Alban.
They're hardly ever invaded by Saxons.
All right. So yeah, roll your flirting, your app, and your chaste.
Okay.
Come on.
Make app.
Mm-hmm.
I make flirting.
Okay.
I roll chaste.
Yep.
I crit it.
Whoa! Love at first sight.
Aww.
Critting that chaste. Wow. All right.
so she loves me even though I totally killed
Her brother was a total asshole, is the thing. And
You're stronger.
The little flecks of blood just accentuate your facial features.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so she's going to generate an Amor Passion for you.
Wow. Yikes, this is complicated.
Yeah, dang.
Of 15.
Wow.
There's a more for
Pretty good.
you of 15.
Pretty good.
I'll make a note of that.
One away from her being noted for that.
Yeah, well, it's going to only go up from there, really.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then
Do I make one then?
you can if you want.
Sure. We haven't done that yet.
No, it would be 3d6 plus 5 plus 1d3.
Be the first Amor
Wait,
Passion.
what?
Roll a d6.
I know.
Okay.
It's 3d6
Sounds like an algebra
plus 3.
equation.
So I'm going to do the first d3,
Okay.
which is a 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So
So that's
3d6
6.
plus 6, yeah.
Okay.
This could be intense.
It's 16, 22?
22. There you go.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is
22.
intense.
That's,
Okay.
that's up there.
Yeah.
Hooray!
Wow.
All right.
Oh, that's so cool that we can do the Amor ones now.
Mm-hmm.
You
What's
rolled
her
one of
name?
those like 2 weeks ago.
What's her name? Ariette.
Oh, yes.
I think that too.
Actually, she's got a French surname, so Renae, help me out. It is Ariette de la Belle Sourire, S-O-U-R-I-R-E.
I'm sorry, it's only 20.
Lovely smile.
Ah.
Oh, hey! One of my distinctive features is my charming smile.
Well, there
look at
you
that. It
go.
was
You
meant to
bonded
be.
over your charming
Ooh, the
smiles.
Your kids are going to be so cute.
Oh.
Just little dimples.
Yeah.
We'll put them out
Like
in
Mick
front of
Jagger
more.
running around.
Yeah.
Alright, so it was only a 20. My bad.
Only a 20. Oh,
right,
well
fine.
then. Wow.
Oh, gee.
It's hardly worth it.
All right, well, good luck following that, everyone else. So, Renae, D20?
Oh, D20?
Mhm.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
6.
Okay, you've made a friend.
I made a friend.
Do you also get your very own Master Burger?
Let's see.
Ooh.
D6.
Everyone needs one.
Burger.
A 5 would have been.
You've picked up a companion. Hmm.
Oh, neat.
Part of your entourage?
Huh.
Yeah, basically. So roll D6 again.
Okay. 1.
Okay, yeah, you've picked up a servant that you can pick out of the entourage.
Oh, cool.
Hand that to you, and we'll move along.
Pick the hairstylist.
The coiffeuse.
Right, a fashionista.
Yeah, you need one of those.
Yeah, you definitely need one now.
With an app of, what is it, 10? Yep.
Oh.
Well, you know, you're getting up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yikes.
No,
The older I get, the worse the scar.
Oh, that's right.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so long ago. I don't even
Yeah.
really notice it anymore.
Oh, yeah.
What
it's
scar?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
What creepy smile are you talking about here?
Well, I meant your helm. It just.
Yeah, true.
They do
Sort
have
of
the
hides
facials
it.
now, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can pick from professionals or common servants.
Wow.
Alright.
Ooh, fancy.
Alright.
I rolled a 1.
A 1. That is generic. Oh, no, wait. I'm looking at the solo.
That's a generic solo.
That's a generic solo. That's good fortune.
Okay.
Oh, once.
Another d20.
Yeah.
Jack dice.
Mm-hmm.
19.
Okay. Okay, so you have been given a grant by Earl Robert
Awesome.
with the, with your castle building going on and the famous pilgrimage site.
Indeed.
It's in the county's best interest to help out. So he's granted you a credit for 10 Libra to go towards your next project.
Awesome. So towards that castle, eh?
Cheers. All right.
13.
13. Ooh, that's a
That's great.
prophecy event.
Ooh.
Now what?
D20.
1.
Ah. All right. You've received a warning. Perhaps in dream or perhaps during prayer.
Uh-huh.
Not to fight. That's all it says. Do not fight.
What?
Yeah.
All right.
That's what this game system's all about.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Not fight.
Make it that what you will.
Ooh.
Let's use our words, people.
Yes.
Okay. Diplomacy. In our most action-packed session, 3 sessions.
Yes.
Wait,
Hey,
so this is
at least we're not going into a battle.
14, yes?
It's
is
winter
five-
phase 514, yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're entering into 5:15.
Oh, I still had it done as being in 513. So I'm a little behind.
But you are all caught up, so that's good.
Right.
Okay, so what'd you pick, Renae?
Harold. If I choose Harold, could I consult him to
For
Do heraldry for you? Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Very much so.
Great. Then I
I would
choose
hope
Harold.
so.
1 pound.
Okay,
One
so his heraldry skill is 14, which is probably better than yours.
Probably. Definitely.
Usually is.
Yeah.
Heraldry is an emerging science, so he's among the first heralds out there.
Ooh.
Just that person who like follows you around at the party, like.
Have we cast Paul Bettany yet?
Paul Bettany, that could work.
That's pretty awesome.
Actually, Jade, that is a servant. It's called a recognizer.
Awesome.
Yeah, they have a recognize skill. No, it's the herald's job to sort out everyone's coats of arms, make sure people aren't using the same one, and of course recognize whose is whose.
Oh, you don't want to use that. Tom's already used it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So last year.
What you could do is,
Okay.
all right, roll those experience checks,
Alright.
such as they may be.
And aging. Oh.
Of course, of course.
I was so excited, Jen, when I broke the eraser in half. Because then I was like, yeah, Jen and I can share.
Is
all
that
the
what
time."
happened?
Yeah,
Jade
I was
broke it.
erasing so furiously, I broke it.
Yeah, I was like, oh, an innovation.
It's when she came over to generate Kinrain's holdings, and
Oh
there were
my
so many
God.
goddamn holdings.
Wow.
Just all the holdings. I
Yeah.
don't know, have you had to do that yet?
No.
No, Wolfram's a little lower down the
Yeah.
totem pole.
Sweet Jesus, it took forever.
It did. But now you know where all your bolt holes are, you know.
It's true.
You have to go running for your life at some point.
Just if that happens. Not saying it will, but it might.
I have a manor in Avalon. Let's go.
I rolled a total of 5 for aging.
5. That's going to be 1 roll.
One roll of a d6.
Mm-hmm.
4.
Funny.
That would
7
be
again.
that would be con. A point of con.
Okay.
Wait, you both rolled 5 and you
Yes.
both rolled 4?
Yes, we did.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Besties.
Yeah, aging besties.
Puff of smoke.
Yeah.
Dust.
Yeah. No, wait, don't.
Oh, my wrist.
Oh my god.
The roost.
It's one of my only ones.
Only got 2.
That way I have to.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay. And of course, economics. I know a couple of you already know what you're doing. Building wise.
Right.
There's some castles are being built.
Yeah, I'm building a big castle.
Nice.
Yep. Likewise.
Still working on the towers.
Okay, so 97, 87 with my grant.
Oh yeah, good.
Yep. 147, 132. Okay. Oh.
I failed my stewardship roll.
Alright, still building that castle now.
Alright, what's going on with this? What was I building last time? Oh yes, I was building those. Sweet.
How much was that castle again? The small one?
82.
Okay, I'm gonna build that then.
Castle
If I
up.
make my roll, then.
And does it get any glory or anything like that?
Yes, it does. I'll give you, I'll let you know.
It means I start building the towers, or.
Did you start last year?
large castle.
Yeah.
You paid the money last year.
I paid the money, yes.
So if you made it, they're built.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Okay, so it's 132.
Ooh, all the organizing back there. I'm so excited.
Lots of NPCs this year.
Can I roll to see if Dr. Whiskers had a kitten?
Dr. Whiskers. Go ahead, D20.
Oh.
5, is that good?
5 is a kitten, actually.
Yes!
1 to 3 is dead. 4, 5, maybe 6 is kitten. I know 5 is for sure.
Baby Whiskers is here.
Baby Whiskers.
Makes an old man happy. Little baby Whiskers right there.
Oh.
Call it Duty Whiskers.
Nice.
Mr. Doctor and the duty.
Yes. Baby Whiskers. Yes, no mice. Mice-free zone. No vermin whatsoever.
Definitely not.
Well, especially in a hospital.
That's right.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
But aren't mice droppings helpful in some way in the Middle Ages? Don't they put them on their eyes or something?
I know,
Right?
honestly, I have a leprosarium on my grounds, and they say in other countries that they kept like joints and things like that from getting gangrenous because the rats were just coming in and eating them off, like joint by joint, like on the patient's fingers and toes.
That's amazing.
But somehow
I had
kept
heard
them
that
healthier.
actually. I had heard that.
Because
yeah.
rather than
Right.
having it go gangrenous and poison their bloodstream, it removed the dead tissue.
Wow.
Because the rats always seemed to know when to stop before they could,
Right, before they
feel
really...
it.
Wow.
So I let the rats.
Yeah, you let the rats go in a leprosarium for sure. I was just reading yesterday about the only High Queen of Ireland and how she supposedly hunted down and killed the 3 claimants to the throne who were going after her. But part of the story is that she disguised herself as a leper and then seduced them. So it's like, how does that work?
Yeah.
Magic hands.
Maybe they were like super stoked when they found out she wasn't a leper.
That
Yeah,
could be.
threw off her bandages and
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah.
And then knife to the throat.
Yep.
That's interesting.
Huh. And when was that?
Middle Ages. At some point.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I was reading a mystery novel that was set in the Middle Ages of Ireland, and women could be lawyers and all kinds of different things.
Hmm.
It's just like, oh.
Well, they didn't much like her being High Queen, though, I have to say.
Well, she sounds like an interesting woman.
Definitely. Okay, opportunity for marriage. So, Renae, you'll recall that Percy asked that as a boon from Arthur last year
yes.
to help hook him up. Mm-hmm. So, anytime you want to make a marriage roll, it doesn't have to be this year, but anytime you want to make it, you'll get a plus 10 on your roll.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay?
Nice.
Yeah.
Could I start now?
Go nuts.
All right.
And do you want to grease the wheels at all with some
Libras.
Some Libra?
On top of the 10?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Concord wants him to marry well.
Oh, yeah. And how old is young Percy?
He's 24 now.
Oh, it's perfect.
So young.
It's time for him to settle down.
Yeah.
So you will get a plus 16 to this roll.
Woo! How many Libra is that?
Well, let's roll and find out.
Oh, okay.
D20.
D20. 15?
Okay, so that's 31. So you spent 6 Libra to grease the wheels.
Nice.
And you have snagged a maiden, daughter of a very rich vassal knight with 6 male heirs. Her dowry is 175 Libra.
Yeah.
Holy.
And then 2 Libra of land. That's going to raise your annual income by 2.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Permanent.
And then glory for that castle.
Yes. So the glory is equal to the defensive value.
Oh yeah, and I need to
how
know the
many-
new defensive value.
Mm-hmm.
How many Libra was that again?
175.
175.
Plus annual income up by 2.
Because I'm curious, like, what it will replace and what will still be in place.
If you still have a town enclosure, I'm pretty sure that'll still
That
come
stays.
into play.
Pretty much everything else gets replaced.
Yeah.
Okay.
So your new defensive value is 16 for the outer ring, 10 for the inner rings. That's 26 total for annual glory.
Okay.
And I will email you the exact specifics of what that entails. Okay. Childbirth rolls for those of you in a position to make them.
Cool. What's her name?
I'll figure it out.
Oh, okay. We'll get to that later.
Yes. Random wife. Random name. But I'll make a note here.
Okay.
Percy's wife.
Neat.
And remember, if she dies, you have to give back half the dowry.
Ouch.
I thought it was a third.
A third, you're right. A third.
I was gonna say, Guinevere's making all kinds of changes already.
Yeah. Speaking of the whole giving back half the dowry, a third of the dowry. How did my day in court go?
That has actually been delayed.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Due to current events?
Just due to me rolling.
Oh.
So
Someone died.
basically, you have to appear at the 100th court, and there was no room on the docket for this winter phase. So.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Okay. Child survival.
Yes.
And horse survival.
And horse survival, yes.
Alright, I think I'm still looking forward to it. It's 5:15, 7.
Oh, my horse died.
Oh my goodness.
No.
No, mine's fine.
To be
You've got a
fair.
whole herd now, right?
Yeah, to be fair, we've been getting a lot of chargers in loot from battles.
Yeah.
We don't have
Yes.
to worry too much about horses anymore.
Yeah.
Only if they're destriers.
Yes.
Yes.
Luckily, my dad has a few.
Quite a
I've been
few
keeping track
destriers.
of all the destriers that have been randomly generated and that I've spent glory points on.
Nice.
Yeah, there's 6 in the family.
Wow.
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 Okay.
I was gonna ask. What was I gonna ask? Oh, Kinraid is like 1 stat away from getting the pagan religious bonus, and I was curious what that is. He's like 1 point away from the last.
Wow. So, and you could boost that with training and practice this year. Great. So, for a British pagan,
He's
that
just not quite lustful yet, but he's close.
it increases your healing rate by 2.
Nice. So it's helpful when you're like 53.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, for most people, that would either double or almost double their healing rate. So.
It'd make it a 5.
Yeah. Not bad. All right.
Make a note.
Oh, that reminds me. I meant to say a couple weeks ago. Well, we have these stables near our house.
Yeah, I know the students.
Oh yeah. Oh okay. And we just found out that someone there owns a couple of draft horses. I think they're like Clydesdales. I guess.
Wow.
For pulling carts.
They are huge.
Yeah.
Huge. And I thought about the destriers. You know.
Yeah.
You're looking and then you just keep.
Yeah. It's like-
Yeah.
That's half a ton of force.
Great massive hooves.
yeah.
Amazing.
And their legs are like, you know.
Wonderful.
We've got
They're
giant
beautiful.
They
and
are.
horses
yeah.
at my house, but they're regular horses.
Oh, yeah.
Iron John is pretty huge. Like his face is like
Yeah. Yeah.
more than one face. He's just massive.
They were amazing.
And so
Yeah.
for the draft horses, you're just like,
Yeah.
how are you this much more massive than a horse? Horses are already big, but you're so much bigger.
Exactly.
Wow.
I couldn't even register what it was.
Oh my
At
God.
first, I was like,
Yeah.
what is that? Oh my god. It's a horse. That's a horse.
I don't know. Skinny
It's a giant
rhino.
horse.
All right. Let's move on to family events. D6 roll.
5.
That's one of it.
An 18.
Okay. Let's see.
So is that your friend's horse?
Oh no, we were just wandering around the
Busy.
stables. Yeah.
I wonder what they do with that horse, you know?
I don't know.
All right.
Miscarriage for it?
Yeah.
Yet again, you have a distant cousin's widow and orphans who need shelter.
What the fuck?
Refuse, lose a point of love family. Arrange for marriage, check spiritual and proud, or prudent and selfish. Shelter her yourself equals a check to generous and love of family.
Well, she'd still be staying at my uncle's house. Uh-huh. And I don't have any money to like help arrange for marriage.
Oh, you don't need any money for that.
Oh.
You
Yeah,
just need to hit someone until they agree.
exactly. Just feel like, look at what I did to the last guy.
Although I'm not spiritual at all, and so I don't think that would be my
Hmm.
Motivation.
Mm-mm.
Well, you could check prudent and selfish instead.
I'm also not very selfish. It was 17 for generous.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, so I'm gonna probably offer
Shelter
him.
yourself, yeah. Alright, check your generous and love of family.
Huzzah.
And I'll make a note.
God, all my cousins are just dropping like flies, apparently.
Apparently.
Maybe there's a lot of them.
Ridiculous.
True, I'm one of 10 just in
Yep,
my own
there you
family.
go.
That does make for a lot of cousins, yeah. Alrighty. How fares Concord's family?
2?
D6 first.
Oh. 1?
No events.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I rolled a 5 on the 6 and then a 3 on the D20.
Okay. Let's see. You're Lord of the Manor at this point?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, you have had an in-law wed above their stature.
Ooh.
Gain 1 knight to your family. Roll d6 to see how old they are.
3.
That would be a young knight.
Cool.
3 for me.
Okay. That's no event.
Excellent.
Okay.
No
So,
news is good news.
that's right. Training and practice.
Okay.
We can add 1 to our stats.
No, not if you're over 35.
Oh, right.
It's only
I keep
with the-
forgetting. I
you
ask
can't
you
with
that
the
every
glory points.
time.
I'm glad you're
Only
asking.
can with the glory point, though.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I'm more senile than Concord.
That's funny.
Alright, everyone trained and practiced?
Yep.
Alright, Lori. So, Concord and Arcade both got 130.
Cool.
Plus your annual, of course. And Wolfram, since you were formally recognized by the king last year and granted your
See?
extra legal territories and your sort of bishop status,
Damn.
That's right.
1,115.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then do I get any from doing my solo and stuff?
I think I gave it to you at the time.
I think I said I was gonna wait though until
Damn you.
to do it with everyone else.
Oh yeah, okay. Where did I write it down? I must have written it down somewhere. Okay, welcome.
Because I didn't write down what I did. I don't remember.
Was it the solo where nothing happened? You didn't get any glory? I think it was, you just got the checks on that solo.
Was it?
Yeah, that's. I
Okay.
remember there was a solo that was like that, and if I didn't write it down, then that's probably one.
Okay.
Alright, I got 15,042 on my glory.
Damn. I just broke 9,000. I'm over 9,000!
Guitar solo.
9,000's respectable.
Yes, it is.
Are you chivalrous?
God, no.
Alright.
No? When you say I, what character are you talking about?
Arcade.
Okay.
No, which one are you right now?
It's finally sunk in with me that he's playing arcade.
The only one who's not dead or religious.
Okay.
Pace
you
is
could
still
have been the
around.
religious guy.
Pace is knocking around.
Pace is retired
Oh, okay.
forever.
Oh, he is?
Oh.
He just retired to a nice home in Vidichan.
Yeah.
Well, an interesting note then for Pace is that if you were trying to stay in touch with anyone back in your adopted kingdom, all communication has ceased.
From Britichan? Or
No.
from Salisbury?
The kingdom of the Circle of Gold.
Oh. Oh, from there.
Remember, Valgantus got killed?
Yes.
Yeah.
So all communication has ceased.
Well, I assume they'd be a little butthurt about that, but I didn't know they'd cut off communication entirely.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nothing from the wife, nothing from the kids.
They must be really mad at me.
Wow.
At him. He didn't even
The wife
stop.
and kids stayed home.
Yeah.
Yeah, he defected.
He defected during battle. He didn't have time to send for his family.
That's right, yeah.
Mmm.
All right, well.
That's the power of bromance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Isn't King Arthur always talking about that?
He is,
Yes, he
actually.
is.
He's always on about
Yes,
that.
he is.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the whole deal.
Okay, so I think that's it. Everyone got their glory. We didn't skip that this time. So, very good.
Very good.
All right.
There's nothing.
We skipped nothing. All right. So, the year is 515. And
No noble homes.
the kingdom is at peace.
Well, that's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The king was married last year.
That's right. To the most beautiful woman ever to step on the crust of the earth.
That's right.
How does a green feel about this?
She's back at her abbey, so
Take her
I guess she's okay with it.
Yeah. She's trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's probably true.
I don't know noble homes.
Oh my goodness. Oh, hey, hey, hey.
This is a setback.
Oh, she wants to play too.
I know
No, I think she
does.
smells peanut butter breath.
Oh, peanut butter breath. That is what's going on.
Nummies. What a look
Oh
she
my
has.
gosh, I think I'm gonna have to banish you to the back room because
Perhaps.
we're eating peanut butter.
Perhaps.
She's like, but
Give her a peanut butter thing when you do.
I will. Come on.
Give her a handful of these
Give me
things.
one of those.
you'll need to.
Yeah.
They're delicious.
Yeah, they are.
She doesn't want to. She doesn't want to. She says she'll be good.
Yeah.
She's lying.
She's all I want are
Come
peanut
back.
butter things.
Can take all of Pop's energy to run this thing.
But Dad.
Oh, she's so cute.
Oh my God, you're a puppy though.
I know. She was so funny. The other day, I took her for a walk, and someone was walking by with her little, not chihuahua, but something
Something small,
something
yeah.
tiny with a lot of fur.
Palm, maybe.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
One of those
Yeah.
little
I think
toy
they
dogs.
just all look like macaroons. But go on.
Oh,
on.
yeah. And so we were walking past, and the woman who was walking her little dog was a little nervous because
Sure. Right.
Bilka kid looks a little intimidating. But
Really?
I guess.
All right.
Some.
She's bigger than my tiny purse
Right.
dog.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then Bilka she bows down like this and starts whining, like when as we were going past.
Oh my
like,
God.
Oh boy.
I was like,
Have a little dignity.
yeah, come on. You're like 8 times the size of this little dog. Anyway, it was really funny.
Wow.
And the lady started laughing. It was good, interesting.
Bilka?
Bilka, yeah.
Bilka.
Squirrel.
Right.
Oh.
I'll get that one of these days. Bilka.
All right. So, yeah, the year is 515. The kingdom is at peace. The Northern Rebellion has been put down decisively. The king is married. All's well.
And the
Cool.
round
So
table.
we're good for this week.
Right.
Yeah, we're good.
So we're done.
See you
All right.
next week, everyone.
Later. Good winter phase.
Enjoy the pie.
Good winter, but yes, thank you. So as Arthur and Guinevere were married last year on Easter, they're holding a 1-year anniversary tournament this year in London.
I bet they are.
Oh gosh, this is where it starts. Gotta start remembering anniversaries now.
Yeah.
It's paper, the first one.
And fortunately, Easter this year is on the 12th of April, so it's late in the year.
That's good.
You know,
It's
weather
really
should be
good.
nice.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah, I know.
Yeah, the mud isn't rhymed with a crust of frost.
Mine, yeah.
Yeah, it's just mud.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
tournament time.
That's kind of the big event. Yeah. That's kind of the only thing going on.
Very good then.
So yeah, you guys make your way to London with Earl Robert's court.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
I've got a burger in London. What's going on?
You do have a burger in London. It's extra tasty and dripping with melted cheese.
Good thing our
Wait,
kid's
let's
not
go.
lactose
I'm just
intolerant.
imagining like a heavy set hairy man balding,
That's how I picture every burger. Yeah. Basically.
but dripping with cheese.
Dripping with cheese.
No.
Yes.
With a little
Yes.
extra bacon on top.
He's just rubbing. Like,
Actually, I'm just picturing a human-sized burger like behind a counter somewhere.
Just wearing like the burger suit.
Yeah. How can I help you? All right. So, you head out with Earl Robert's court. So there's a good 75 of you or so.
Mm-hmm.
Mix of knights, ladies, courtiers, pages, squires, and lots of horses. Mm-hmm. In due course, you arrive at London, finding it to be every bit as miserable and packed full of people as your previous visits. Should you have made one, is what I'm trying to say, would have demonstrated. But the atmosphere is festive, of course. Yeah, it is. It is a festive occasion to celebrate the marriage of the High King and his queen. So,
is the party rocking?
Oh yeah, we're gonna skip right to the feast.
Are we supposed to bring gifts?
Did we pass by any insane nights in the streets of London?
Two-sworded knights.
Quite a few. Yeah, too many to count.
Okay,
so.
yeah. They're just all gibbering.
Yeah, exactly.
Assuming.
Waiting for somebody to find them.
Yeah.
Can't wait till the beer comes out.
So on to the feast.
So on to the feast. At the White Tower, the feast will be held.
Sorry.
And let's just jump right in. You guys are seated near to the high table. Wolfram almost up at the high table.
It better be.
Yeah.
You're round table night now.
But how do you feel with Guinevere that close?
You're sweating. Yeah, the salt cellars are brought out and presented, and Wolfram's has only a couple grains of sand in it, you know. I don't know. Would Eden be sitting with the Ridichan contingent or the Salisbury contingent?
Probably the Ridichan for
Yeah. All right. So you get some good
Hanging with
salt
my
too,
dad.
because you're hanging out with the Count.
That makes sense.
So all of you are either there, because of your status, or you're hanging on to coattails. You know.
Right.
So, let's do some app rolls.
That's nice of you.
Make it
Fail.
Success.
Fail badly.
Two successes?
Yeah.
All right. And those of you who failed, would you like to intrigue or flirt or drink?
Intrigue.
Yep.
Intrigue's the best.
Which I succeed.
No? No, she laughs.
I'm looking out the window or something. I don't know.
All right. So after the salt is brought out, there's a basic presentation of bread and wine, which has been colored with rose petals or saffron to color in different hues and so forth. And then the the royal couple enters the hall. So everyone except Edern has seen Guinevere before.
Yep.
So we'll need to have a roll for Edern.
At a feast, would anyone like pumpkin pie?
I would love some.
yeah.
Carve it
Okay. All right.
Please.
Sweet.
Please.
Lustful with a +10.
Oh my god.
Crit it.
Come on, baby.
Crit, baby, crit.
I got a 6.
Okay, so that's just a regular success.
Yep.
Okay, you would want her if such an admission were likely to be fruitful, but of course it isn't. After all, she's the king's wife. Gain a passion of amour, Guinevere, equal to 3d6.
Oh, that sounded pretty hopeful to me.
16?
Wow, damn.
Damn.
Okay.
How much?
16.
16.
I love him hard. What can I say?
And normally you can only have one amour at a time, but she is the exception. You
Right.
can carry a separate amour for her in your heart. Oh, and since you didn't see it, there's her card.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I was like Nicole Kidman. That's an interesting choice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing, I think.
What's that?
The hair.
Masses of
The masses of hair. Yes, that helps.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Okay, so at that point, the subtleties are brought out. These are the spun sugar and other elaborate sort of pastry, presentations that will be brought out at the end of the feast. They're paraded around for everyone to see and appreciate. And
Oh my gosh, I made it. I was like,
What were you rolling?
oh, there's not another round of the
No,
feast.
no.
Oh, okay.
just
darn.
hold on to that roll
We'll
for the
we'll
future.
call it that.
Yeah.
We haven't done it yet. Wait, what was everyone else's amours for Guinevere then?
Oh, we've already rolled them last week.
Well, that's what I was
21.
curious.
I failed, so I'm just slightly. I'm not suspicious of her. I just think women are trouble.
Yeah. Women like that are
What?
trouble.
21.
Oh, damn.
But my
What
love
was
for
yours?
Arthur is 30, which is creepy.
What you get for being a round table night?
Yeah.
30.
Oh, that's the loyalty, Arthur?
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Homage.
Yeah.
Yeah, homage Arthur.
Well, and speaking of a round table night, you also got Loyalty Arthur.
Loyalty Pendragon.
Loyalty Pendragon. Okay.
Okay, so intriguing.
Yes.
Yes.
I succeeded.
So up at the high table, as everyone's settling in, you see that Morgan Le Fay is up there.
Woo! Interesting.
And
I would imagine, dang it, I'm sitting in Des's seat.
So,
yes.
what does that mean?
There we go. No, yeah, since the adversary isn't here this week, she's just chatting pleasantly.
With whom?
With Arthur, actually, her brother. But you actually recall some rumors you heard that they are not quite as on good terms as her present demeanor would indicate. She actually walked out of his wedding feast last year.
Whoa! While he was toasting, I think.
Yes, in the middle of a toast.
Yeah.
And you've actually heard rumors that she is plotting against him.
Damn.
Yeesh.
Yes, indeed.
These are different sizes, so I was...
We'll deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no! There might be a slice that's bigger than the other ones.
All right. So,
Can I roll for myself in a more pumpkin pie?
more pumpkin pie. Yes, but you'll lose it as soon as you consummate the taste.
Oh, is it up there for us then?
Let's all
All right.
Go
grab
for it.
some.
Thank you for bringing me.
Yes, thank you so much.
I'm sitting super close. It'll take me less time.
You have a pie server. Let me see if I can dig it out.
The
got it.
civilized one among us is gone.
That's right. The one from High Hospitality Fashion.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right.
We're all melancholy because, she's not here.
Back.
Oh, sorry. Or maybe I just kicked the table. Or rather, just the table.
Thank you.
I knew you'd be back. All right. So yes. How about our
It's
feast
delicious.
cards?
We need a moment for the pie. Hold on.
Yes.
One moment.
Oh yes, we are IRL
Oh, it
feasting.
smells amazing.
Yay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Perfect.
god, Renae.
Yeah.
Yes!
Yep. This is it.
This
I'm on a
spice.
streak now.
You
Like,
are. Oh,
Yeah, the last time I made a terrible pie was...
never.
Oh, I have.
This cancels out all those.
No.
You saying you bake at home often?
Well, this is my thing. Pumpkin pie. It's the one thing I can make.
Wow, so good.
Anyway,
Yeah.
how about those feast cards?
More food.
More food. All right.
Someone brings up pumpkin pie.
Yep. And I eat it.
Serving girl. A pretty serving girl flirts quite openly with you. Choose chaste lustful. I'm going to choose chaste.
Okay.
And I succeed. No glory rewards or anything. But it's just evidence that, no actual ladies will flirt with me because, still have some bad issues going on. And
Well,
that did go raining against my, late wife's family
that's awkward.
the year she died.
That's awkward.
You have some feelings to work through.
Yeah,
If you were any good at composing, you probably would have been a better outlet for it.
probably. It's true.
You don't want to take up singing or her.
Whittling even.
Whittling. I'll have to write that one in. But there's space.
Yep.
Good for you.
Yeah, exactly. Good for the soul.
Yeah.
Well, with the more food then, a course of St. John's urchin is brought out.
Oh.
This is a whimsical hedgehog sculpture of chopped meat wrapped in carob pastry.
Funny.
So it's hedgehog-shaped piled meat.
Yes.
With carob.
Uh-huh.
That's the part that I get hung up on.
Well, also calling it St. John's Urchin.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Weird.
That is weird. I love it.
All right. New round. More app rolls.
New round.
Make it.
I failed.
Ooh, make it.
Okay. Those of you who failed, what you doing?
More intriguing.
Mm-hmm.
Can I reminisce about something that my burger told me when I came to London?
Would that be an intrigue roll?
Could I get a bonus?
I guess since you have a burger, yeah, why not?
Okay.
Get a +5 to your intrigue.
I still fail.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. How about you, turn? No luck.
No luck.
All right. Cards.
Lady requests a dance.
Huh,
Yeah.
Very nice.
So I rolled for dancing and I failed.
Ah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Step on the hem of her
But
dress.
she didn't fumble.
No, I didn't fumble. That
so
would be -2 app. Can you imagine?
Ooh.
Ouch.
You'd be an 8.
Just for the feast.
Yeah.
Right.
right, just for temporary.
Didn't we run into a little gnome or something that was an 8? A little scary.
Yeah,
Dwarf
we
of
did, like,
Savage.
some kind of
I think he was like a 5 though.
5.
Right,
yeah.
Oh.
right. Similar
Okay.
shaped
Not quite
number.
a dwarf.
And then there was the hag too. The
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Actually, King Madog is like
fennel. What was it?
an 8 or
Mm-hmm.
6
He's
or
like,
something.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Was it the fennel hag? Or was
Anise?
it something else? Anise. That's right. Black.
Fennel
Oh
hag.
yeah.
Green fennel, black anise. What?
Yeah. The fennel hag is still out there.
Oh my god.
She's not quite as hardcore.
She's very fragrant. Very fragrant indeed. Goes well with fish.
Yeah. Soaking, a dead fish in fennel rather than a dead cat in urine.
Mm-hmm.
A knight slaps a maid.
Ooh.
Annoyed by something, a knight slaps the serving maid soundly across the cheek. Some people turn away embarrassed. Choose just arbitrary to intervene for 10 glory or ignore.
Mm.
I'm going to intervene. Let's see.
Of course.
Let's see what happens. I am pretty arbitrary, so who knows?
Really?
Yeah, I'm an 18 arbitrary, so I.
Oh my god.
God.
Damn, how are you? Are you chivalrous?
I don't know. I haven't done my tallies in a long time.
Oh man.
You really at 18 arbitrary?
I am.
That's
I passed my
insane.
just.
So
Amazingly.
You passed your just?
Yes.
with a 2.
Yeah, exactly. And
Wow.
what do I do now?
Well, check
So-
your just for one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, holy
seriously.
shit.
Okay. So do I do anything? Yes, I intervene.
Okay. So, of course, this
conduct unbefitting a knight.
this
This
made.
glorious occasion.
All right. Well, this knight is none other than your friend and mine, Sir Agravain.
Of course.
Oh, do I hate that guy.
He's just such an asshole.
Oh,
Just a dick.
he's just, yeah.
Tried to kill Concord last year.
What? Who would kill Concord?
Percy, actually, wasn't it?
Sweet, sweet
I thought it was,
Concord.
oh yes, it was Percy. That's right.
Tried to run him down.
Yeah. While it was dismounted.
Oh. That's dishonorable as
Yes,
shit.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. I did get those confused, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was Percy.
Still.
So, Agravain looks you up and down.
Mhm.
Can I help you?
You are dishonoring our king and queen. Actions unbefitting a knight.
So, at that point, Sir Gawain
Oh my god!
and his brother Gaheris, there he is, kind of step around Agravain and kind of form a wall between you and him. And Gawain says, I think you want to choose your words more carefully, Sir Knight.
Oh, I think that he should choose his actions more carefully.
Oh!
Yeah.
Drop the mic.
Yeah.
I'm a wary old gnome. I'm ready.
All right, so
But it would dishonor the king and queen more to continue this discussion in this vein, in this joyous celebration.
you are only too right. Expect a challenge on the morrow.
Well done.
Wait, by whom?
Well done.
Both.
Oh.
Come at
Want a
me,
piece of me?
Come at me, bro. All right. that was an eventful salmon course.
Yeah.
Mm.
Salmon.
Yeah, things
Also,
always go
artichokes filled with blueberry rice.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be French. This is just wrong.
What is this rice stuff, right? I mean,
I don't know. They're called Fruits Royal Rice.
It's exotic, is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Nothing like camel though.
Nothing like that.
So yes,
Probably
and
right.
meanwhile, Concord is not doing very well at the pavane,
On the dance floor.
the slow and stately dance of the court.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
how
just
could you mess that
embarrassing.
up, Concord?
I know.
He took a left when he should have taken a right.
Yeah.
He started on the wrong foot.
There you
Exactly.
go. There you
He
go.
started on the
So he
wrong
went through the whole thing fine, but he looked like kind of out of step with it.
He never corrected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard to catch it once you're already in the rhythm.
Yeah.
All
And these
right.
knees. I mean, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just waiting for someone to roll a 20 so that we can invent the white man's overbite.
Oh, I love it. Okay.
There's a whole bunch of those white guy dances, right? The sprinkler.
That's just a sprinkler.
That was like the lawnmower.
The lawnmower. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do that one.
The shopping cart.
Yeah, the shopping cart.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
All right, new round. App rolls, please.
I pass.
Ooh.
Huh.
Also pass.
Fail.
I just assumed.
You critted.
Credit.
All right. Well, you'll get a +5 to any rolls you have. Actually, no. I'm going to give you a special event.
Yay!
Aha!
Yay.
All right. But those of you who didn't crit, go ahead and draw your card. And those of you who failed.
A duel on top of the dinner tables. No?
Haha.
No arrow flitting for you?
I can't with the queen.
Okay. So
Yeah.
she's gonna get from the red deck, right?
Nope. I got something here.
Oh, like a non-card event.
Indeed.
I'm scared of you.
All right. So yes, Wolfram, you have you have returned to your seat, weaving amongst the dancers.
Uh-huh. I knocked Concord accidentally.
Yeah, that's why you failed.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Stop!
Throwing off my rhythm.
I was just getting it.
Yeah.
So at a certain point, you see a somewhat rangy young man having an animated discussion with Merlin and Nimue, Lady of the Lake.
Anyway, I remember her.
Judging by the harp strapped across his back, he's probably some sort of bard.
He's probably Welsh or something.
Yes, indeed. There you go.
Uh-huh.
So,
There you are. Yay!
but they are having this discussion and kind of looking in your direction.
Ah!
Yes.
So I'll wander over.
Well,
there.
as you
Yes.
notice this,
Uh-huh.
make an awareness with a +5.
Okay, I made it.
Okay. So, Merlin is basically staring right at you,
Oh.
like locking eyes with
Like
you.
he's
And you get this like sensation of like what it must be like to be a mouse noticing an owl descending on you. And the sounds of the feast fade away.
Oh shit.
You feel distant from all the other events going on.
Heathen magic is upon me.
And then he kind of blinks slowly
Oh!
and turns his attention back to the young bard. So.
And is it still today?
How many years have passed?
Yeah. You hear the honking of horns outside. Yes. So, do you still want to approach?
Let me roll that.
Valorous.
Valorous.
Valor. Yes,
exactly.
actually, Valor's at -5.
Whoa.
Jesus, and I make it.
And a reckless roll, please.
Yeah.
No modifier.
I make it.
Yes.
All right.
Off I go.
Check your Valorous and your reckless and walk on over.
Okay, hold on. There's my reckless. Here we go. All right. So I'll say to Merlin, greetings. Were you calling me?
He says, no. Taliesin here was simply telling us about last year's encounter with Sir Agravain, that you were not a stranger to him, and that in fact you helped that poor peasant family,
This is right.
whom he victimized.
That was a shameful situation, and indeed he has distinguished himself yet again this evening by slapping a servant girl, for which I will challenge him and his 2 brothers tomorrow.
Well, Wolfram, I've known you since you were a young man, and you have not disappointed me. Thank you. All right, on to the cards.
Mine is awesomely
Well.
ridiculous.
What did you get?
But I already know why. For some reason, the Lord's dogs bark loudly whenever you're nearby. This doesn't stop you enjoying yourself, but it does cause some embarrassment. It says to roll folklore to realize it's your smell, clothes, or hair, but honestly, I'm pretty sure I know why. So I was raised in the Forest
yes.
Sauvage. I smell just a little strange.
Yeah. You always smell like patchouli.
Patchouli and samosas.
All right, so
I'm pretty sure
yeah.
I always smell a little
Do you get
strange
glory
except
if
to
you
my
make
hands.
the folklore roll?
No,
or-
it just says if you don't, then you're at a -5 to all rolls for the rest of the evening.
Okay, so go ahead and make the roll anyway, because that would represent you being able to kind of shake the dogs
hysterical.
from
It's not
harassing
to be
you.
folklore though, and I have like no folklore.
Maybe you slip them some.
Passion, some hospitality,
Yeah,
which I crit,
nice.
Very good.
which is good. So now I'm at a 22 instead of a 2,
Good.
which I pass.
Okay,
Okay.
good. So yeah. Thank you. And remember to raise your hospitality by 1 and check it. Okay, other cards? Yeah.
Keg of cider is open.
Woo!
Choose temperate or indulgent. I'm going to choose, well, I guess my temperate's higher. So temperate -2. And I succeed.
Okay.
Cool. No glory.
All right. You're kind of taking it easy at this feast.
Well, there's going to be fighting tomorrow. And,
True.
you know, looking at Wolfram, I may have to back him up. Or,
Yeah.
you know, if he remembers a certain fate card, he may not want to fight this year.
Oh, hell. Really now.
So much for that.
Oh, immediately getting into a fight.
Yeah. With 2 knights, not even 1.
I thought it was
Alright.
3.
No, it's just Gawain and Gaheris.
Oh, so
It's
he's
kind of
just,
worse. He's like weaseling his way out of it. He's not even dealing with his own shit.
so Agravain's just being a little coward then.
Someone's a
you
little
can
bitch.
make your judgments as you
We'll see how
will.
it goes. Maybe I'll just keep on rolling.
And Renae, how'd you do on your...
Failed my intrigue.
Failed your intrigue. Okay, on to the next round. As honey glazed sliced chicken rolled with mustard, rosemary, and pine nuts is brought out.
Ooh.
That actually
Wow.
does smell really
That's-
good.
that would be
Amazing.
good, yeah.
And I fail.
I did
Failed.
pass.
Pass?
I passed.
Pass?
Failed my intrigue.
Fail.
Wait a minute, we're rolling at.
I did that.
did that.
She already just went right ahead.
Yeah.
Alright. The entertainment of this hour are sword swallowers and fire breathers. Yes.
The king rises and calls a toast. Roll temperate indulgent, 10+ glory to the best roll. This is a global event which every PC present must participate in.
Okay.
So rolling indulgent.
I think so.
Okay.
Alright. I fail.
I pass.
Crit.
Nice!
Hey.
Yeah, you win then.
All right.
No.
And what's the glory to the winner?
10.
10. All right. Well done, Concord. You catch
my
Arthur.
drink or
You catch Arthur's eye as
the
he
moment.
finishes his toast to the health of his good queen and
Just wink at
everyone in attendance, and you give him a little cheeky wink, and he winks back. And everyone sees it.
Wow! Better yet.
Hey.
That's,
sit up a little straighter.
yeah. That's awesome. That
Yeah.
was awesome.
No hard feelings, Concord. No hard feelings.
Life on the manor. Knight discusses the harsh realities of manor life with you. Roll stewardship and concern. Success 5 glory each. Concern commoners doesn't really exist anymore, does it?
You can generate it. It's not mandatory anymore. So.
Well, I don't have it.
All right, you can just do stewardship then.
What
Okay.
about merciful? Instead of...
Yeah, actually, that's good.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll-
stewardship and merciful.
All right. First stewardship. I actually succeed.
Check your stewardship.
Awesome. Okay, and then merciful. I succeed on that too.
Great. All right. So what does that get you?
5 glory each.
Cool. I'll mark that down. Yes, you weigh in on the cost-benefit analysis of crop yields, and
He asks me like 2 specific questions that I actually know about.
yeah, exactly.
Wow, man! If you asked me about like crop rotation, I would have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, but I was just dealing with keeping
use
my
the word
green.
synergy.
But this actually leads to a somewhat broader conversation. A couple knights who have just been kind of nearby talking sort of butt into your conversation, and one of them says, Sir Kinwall here was just telling me about the remarkable conditions. Speaking of farming problems up north. He was he was in around the kingdom of Listanese, wasn't it? There wasn't it that Kinwall? And Kinwall says, "Indeed, Sir Grade. I was traveling through Listanese, and that land has been laid to waste.
Oh my.
Sadly.
Wow.
The crops will not grow. The water is brackish and poisonous. They say that the king of Carbonet Castle has been wounded grievously by that dastard Sir Balin of the Two Swords."
Carbonate gang.
Indeed. Yes, and now, thanks to this Dolores stroke, the land is haunted by monsters and demons too awful to mention.
Wow.
Jeez, that is one hell of a sword.
The rumor I've heard is that he struck him with the spear of Longinus itself.
What, he has one of those now,
That'll
too?
do it. He's got one of those. How do I get me one of those?
Gotta take it from him, I guess.
Yeah.
Seriously. Let's just go find that
thanks.
Pict that has that spear that makes him immortal.
Yes.
I mean, except for that one time we killed him.
Except for that one time.
Yeah. No.
No.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, maybe.
Is that the spear that I held, that Concord held in his hand for like, was it
No.
Squire? Oh,
It's the spear that wounded Christ himself.
right. Oh,
Oh, the spear.
That's a Roman soldier's sword.
Yeah. It pierced his side.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oops.
So this Kinwall fellow, here he is, that's Kinwall, is holding forth that it was wrong of Arthur to banish Balin in the first place. If he hadn't banished Balin, this never would have happened.
Really?
Wouldn't Balin just have stabbed someone else? He seems kind of stab happy.
Yeah. He would have stabbed you.
And Sir Grade, there he is, Sir Grade,
Oh, that someone else watches that show.
says that the king was right to banish Balin, and it was Balin's own lack of chivalry that has led to these wastelands spreading across that kingdom, that poor,
self-evident.
unfortunate kingdom.
Yes.
So they both turn to Arcade and say, "What do you think, sir?"
Well, were either of you there when Sir Balin decapitated the Lady of the Lake in the midst of a feast in front of Arthur?
We were not, and we've heard that you were, so that's why we wanted your opinion.
Well, he did it. It was something that empirically happened.
It's a total dick move.
Seriously,
Yeah.
just giant dickishness. So obviously, I feel that Arthur was, completely in the right doing that. Following the rules of both hospitality and this new concept of chivalry has been introducing. I mean, the Lady of the Lake cut her head off. It's big.
In a feast.
It's outrageous.
During a feast, we were eating when that happened. There was food.
And Kinwall says, "Well, it's the king's duty to rise above emotional responses."
It's also the king's duty to uphold the law of the land. If the king doesn't, then why would we expect his knights to?
Well, clearly we are at an impasse, sir, and so you can expect a challenge from me on the morrow.
Dang.
What does he look like again?
Oh, he's the hot one.
Which one's the hot one?
The dick one.
The one that's on fire.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
What's that brother's name again? In Supernatural.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I've seen like
Was it
3
Dean?
episodes.
Something.
I think it's
Something.
Dean.
No, Dean was the
Dean's-
name of the other actor in Gilmore Girls.
I thought Dean was one of the Supernatural brothers.
Is it?
I think so.
Because Dean was also the name of the other brother in Gilmore Girls.
That's
The chip.
Is it Charles?
That's totally Dean.
Okay.
Well done.
There you
Oh,
go.
his brother's Sam. That's right.
Yes, there you go. Well then.
Oh, crap.
Yes. My second is now occupied, so
I saw him
I'm happy about that.
I saw him take out a dragon once. This won't go well for me.
That's a start.
All right, new round of app rolls, please.
What are we eating this round?
Oh, this round.
Oh, we made it.
We're chewing on our own livers.
You'll
Oh my
like,
God.
You'll like this, Jade. It's astrological temperament cheese and astrological temperament herb cake.
Ooh.
Yes!
What?
Astrological temperament cheese?
Yes.
That must happen. Come on, somebody make that happen.
Probably a Wensleydale.
I'll defer to you on that.
Okay.
And
No idea.
and the food is massaged down with mood music for the 4 humors and the 4 temperaments. So
Oh.
yes.
That is amazing.
That is amazing.
All my feasts are gonna have that course now.
I'm really missing it.
All right. So how do we all do?
Succeed.
Yeah, I made it.
Made it.
Fail.
Fail.
Ah, made it.
Okay. Pulls the cards. And what's Arcade doing?
He's not intriguing, I'll tell you that.
Okay. You guys aren't very good gossips.
Nope.
No, we're
That's why we
terrible.
hire people to do that.
Well, the best brew of barley ale is served. Will temper indulgent at a -3 or +3.
Whoa. Whoa.
Stronger than the cider.
Yeah.
At a 14.
I drew 2.
I pass. I pass my indulgent.
Pass your indulgence. Oh, okay. So you slammed the barley ale. All right. Give me a con roll.
I succeed.
This is exciting ale drinking music.
It's the best barley ale.
It is, and you managed to meet it out just enough so you just get a pleasant buzz going. Nothing worse than
This
that.
cheese is amazing, guys.
Exactly. You know, a little nibble of cheese, a little sip of the ale. You know, pace yourself. All right.
Oh, yes, more food.
More food. More food. Well
But I
then.
passed my temperate.
Okay.
So,
Well, it's hard to do that when they bring out the Duke's wings, roasted chicken and pheasant wings.
Whoa.
They had plates of wings back then?
Apparently.
Oh,
Yes.
What else are you gonna do with them?
Where's the ranch sauce when you need it?
Yeah, they didn't have the ranch sauce. That's the problem. All right. Well.
Mind a drunken night.
Oh no.
Drunken night. A drunken
I wonder
night.
why.
Oh, God.
More ale.
He has trouble keeping his feet while dancing and bumps wildly into me. I have to roll dex.
Oh, God, it's aggravating again, isn't
I have
it?
to roll dex. Oh, and I fail.
Oh.
I'm sent sprawling and I lose 2 app.
Oh!
2 apps?
2 app.
How many does he
Just
lose
for the
then?
feast.
Oh, okay, it's temporary.
No, he doesn't
Yeah, in the
fall like
feast it's
that.
always temporary.
Oh, I see. Okay. So he's just like bruised or
He falls into the fire.
Skewered.
Sir, no eyebrows.
Yeah.
Forgiving vengeful. I have to roll now. Where's the forgiving? Uh-oh.
You might be challenging
Oh,
someone.
I made my forgiving.
Okay.
10 glory and apology.
All right.
So
Very good.
he is too drunk to do much, but he will remember.
All right. Well, it's good old Sir Grifflet, and he. So 10 glory. All right. So, and he was actually dancing with the Lady Ariette.
Oh,
Really?
that son of a bitch.
Yeah, a little jealousy residue there.
Social dancing. I mean, it was just the galliards where they're like jumping over each other and stuff, but you know, nothing to be too jealous about, right?
I don't know, at a 20?
You know what dancing is,
Oh,
metaphor
yeah,
for,
right.
Uh,
We don't do that in
Red Sick
Fairyland.
You don't dance?
No, they just screw.
We sing with each other a lot.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
Write incredible poetry. We don't really do the dancing.
Yeah.
Running around naked in the woods?
Yes.
Under the full moon? Yeah,
Oh, okay.
we do that.
Just not this dancing thing.
No. What the
Yeah,
fuck
what I
is
hadn't
this?
even realized was that Edern was the changeling kid, right? And he was
Oh,
he was the 7th son.
Oh, God.
Like without any
really?
yeah. So he's the 7th son who grew up in the Forest Sauvage.
That is magical.
I'm interesting what's going to happen with his 7th son.
I know, he better have 7 kids.
Well, it took Kinrain 13 to get even just to the 10 that are still alive, so.
Yeah, well there's that too.
we just gotta keep popping them out, guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, up to you what you want to do with this drunken Grifflet fellow here. seeing him knock over your good pal Wolfram over at the other table there.
I don't know if I'm
drunk.
No, I'm gonna come and help you up.
Oh, well, thank you.
Give him the dirty
All right,
look, like
okay.
give Ariette the who's this?
What the
clown
hell are
look.
you doing here? Who's this clown?
Please.
Trying to get your attention,
Soul for
obviously.
some-
Yeah.
Allow me to help you up, sir.
All right, thank you.
All right, very good. And so, of course, Ariette,
Let's
kind of-
find a chair for this buffoon.
yeah. As Grifflet is being shown his seat, she smiles and says, "I was just being polite."
Oh.
But at tomorrow's melee, you are the one who will wear my favor. And she gives you her kerchief.
Oh my god. Ooh. Give her a little bow. My lady. Smile on her.
Mm-hmm.
Meow.
And with that, the parade of subtleties is brought out once more.
Yay!
You all take them in. The sort of centerpiece is a spun sugar confection depicting the king and queen themselves at their wedding last year.
Wow.
And then you all nosh on various parts of the king and queen. So
Well then.
So, Wolfram, how do you feel about eating the queen?
Wish I could do it every day.
oh my goodness. Hey-o. All right,
A
so
body wink from Kinrae in a sense.
sweet. So yeah, with that, the feast wraps up, and you all make ready for your challenges and your melees and your whatnots.
Expected challenges.
Mm-hmm. Challenges, yes.
Oh.
All right. So the next morning, first thing is there's going to be a mass held at St. Paul's.
Okay, so get that out of the way.
Does anyone here who's Christian not want to go?
No, I've been learning about Christianity. I've got a 9 in religion. No.
I think I'm gonna suddenly be feeling ill.
Well, you're not expected to go.
Okay.
You've got the morning to yourself, basically.
Go for a stroll.
I'll go.
Alrighty. So,
And he drags Percy, by the way.
of course.
By his ear.
Yeah.
By his hungover ear.
Let's see. Those of you who go to mass, make an awareness roll.
Ooh.
15, don't fail me now. Yes.
Yes, make
We
it.
all made it.
Success.
Okay, very good. So yeah, you see most of the guests from last night's feast are there, sort of helping out with the officiating is a friar, whom you recognize as the fellow from
I do
the
recognize him.
encounter at the wedding last year.
I do.
Mhm.
I didn't know he was so high place.
Oh yes.
Very good.
Yes. But yeah, other than that, the mass wraps up.
Okay. Oh,
You head out to the tournament grounds.
Relatively painless.
Yes. The grandstands have been erected, of course. The royal couple and King Pellinor are in the stands. Several others.
A Macy's hanging around.
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn.
He and Arthur are kind of tight now, actually.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Has he partially given up his questing ways?
Kind of. Although he'll do an impersonation of the questing beast for anyone who asks. So.
So he just barks like a bunch of dogs?
Well, kind of. He's really nailed the call.
I bet he has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do a little movement with the call.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
good.
So, first things first, the Royal Herald comes out with a long scroll and reads out all the various challenges that have been issued.
How many have there been?
There's 24.
That was quite a night.
It wouldn't be a party.
There was a lot of booze opened.
So among them is, yes, Sir Kinwall challenging Sir Arcade, and Sir Gawain and Sir Gaheris, each challenging Sir Wolfram.
Okay.
Sir Gawain challenges Wolfram to a joust. Sir Gaheris challenges you to sword on horseback.
Interesting.
Oh,
How
wow.
about me and Kinwall?
Kinwall challenges you sword on foot to first blood.
Good.
Yes.
Yes, it's all falling into place.
My evil plan is coming to fruition.
And you got to say fruition.
Mhm.
So basically, they're going to break the challenges up because there's so many. They're going to do half before the melee and then half after.
Well, that seems a little unfair. Have after the melee when you're all tired.
Well, in the afternoon.
Okay.
Yeah, get a chance to rest.
All right.
And it's a 2-day melee too, so.
Oh my god.
So after the first
So there's
melee
enough
or
time
after this?
for other challenges tomorrow.
Exactly.
This could go on forever. Conceivably.
Keeps going. All right. So first up then would be Sir Gawain versus Sir Wolfram.
Alrighty then.
A joust.
A joust. Joust.
Guys, stop pronouncing it wrong.
What is it?
Used.
No, of course, a used. Of course, the J is soft. All right.
French.
Here we go.
I'm gonna do I have to impassion? I
You can if you
No,
wish.
Jousting.
I'll let you know that I just critted Gawain's love of family passion.
Maybe you shouldn't have fought this year.
Alright.
Did you make yours?
I did.
All right. So, yep. Here we go. Horses are drawn up.
Okay.
Spurs
You both
are
crit though.
set
I
to
didn't
flanks.
crit. He crit.
No,
I
I'm
didn't.
saying if you crit your roll,
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
it still comes out as a wash.
Oh well. I critted.
Let's see here. I'm just saying. I got a 34. So yes, I critted exactly. Rolled a 6. So yeah, just a D3 damage to each other as you both knock shields.
1.
3 to you.
Woof.
Whoa.
All right.
Whippersnapper.
Was it
Wheel
tough?
around. New one.
Same guy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
11.
I got a 19, so
Okay.
non-critical, but I still beat you. And so that's going to be horse damage. But you are using rebated lances, so
Alright,
this is just to determine knockdown, basically. Let's see. What's your size?
Not large. 14.
Okay, I got a 19, so make a horsemanship roll.
Made it.
Okay, so you weather the blow as the lance shatters on your shield. Gawain's faithful squire, Eleazar, replaces it.
Okay.
All right,
Off we go again.
new round.
Eleazar.
I know, right? Fancy.
Yeah.
Okay, crit.
Crit as well.
Alright.
D3 damage.
1.
2 to you. Okay, new round.
Crit.
Crit.
3.
1.
Alright.
Okay, new round.
Gracious sakes, man. Made it 17.
18. Oh, my
Oh, my unseated. We'll see.
goodness. Let's see. 30.
Whoa!
That's
And sizes
14.
14, that's automatic.
Alright. Boom!
You are hurled to the ground, good sir, and take 5 points of damage from the impact.
Okay.
And Gawain is riding back, quickly dismounts and runs over, to help you up.
oh, he's not a dick like his brother.
And, he takes his helm off and says, no hard feelings, sir.
Let me see what I could roll to. What would be good to roll to see what I do?
Forgiving versus vengeful?
Okay.
Ooh.
I feel my forgiving,
Uh-oh.
and I feel my vengeful. Well played, sir.
You're a little butt hurt, but you're not gonna.
I
do
am
anything
butt
about
hurt, but I'm sucking it up.
Literally butt hurt, landed right on your tail.
Tailbone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Walking funny for a few minutes.
Exactly.
All right, so a few more challenges are fought, and then Sir Arcade is announced
All right.
up against Sir Kinwall.
Okay. Passioning with honor.
Okay.
Success.
Let's see. Yeah. Okay, let's see what Kinwall. Yeah. Ooh, failed his passion roll. Oh dear. All right, swords on foot.
Okay.
That's what you get for saying it was not wrong.
That's right.
Banish him for killing the Lady of the Lake.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If nothing else.
Well, I only got an 11.
I missed.
Okay.
Ah!
Does this mean he's melancholy? Since he felt
He will be after this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because he'll realize.
That.
Lady was
Yeah.
wrong.
This is what happens. Yeah.
14, 18, 20.
Ooh.
Okay, that is. Yeah, that's definitely going to be first blood.
Okay.
That's a 10-point wound.
Wow, really? Oh, yeah, because he didn't have a shield.
And he just has old
Alright then.
armor. So.
Well, then I will stop immediately after that.
Mm-hmm.
And clasp
Yeah.
his arm. It was a good challenge.
So he's kind of gripping his shoulder where you cut through the chainmail, and he says, "Yes, I have much to think about," and he just kind of walks off.
Yeah. You recognize that faraway look in his eyes.
Can I send like a lady after him?
Yeah, exactly. He's gonna need someone to lead him around.
Yeah, can King Arthur send one of his like serving maids just to lead him around by the nose for a few
Or even just a
Dispatch a
shepherd.
lady.
yeah,
A shepherd.
just a
Someone with a
shepherdess.
Shepherdess.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, it's got to be a lady, right?
Oh, I thought it was a tone.
Yeah.
I thought it was a doorbell.
I thought it was the doorbell too.
Oh, yeah. It's a very pleasant chime for a...
It is.
Yeah, for phone.
It doesn't upset you or anything.
Yeah, it's not jarring or anything.
Yeah.
Oh, look who got it busted loose.
The Great Escape.
Yay!
I'm just gonna smell all of you.
Oh.
I'm just gonna smell all of you.
Somebody's patchouli.
Peanut butter.
Yeah.
Delicious peanut butter.
Okay. All right. Bye.
The gate might not be fully closed.
Oh, I closed it.
Okay, cool.
That's when I ran out when Jade was counting up for 61 points of damage.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Come
on, Edie.
Oh.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Alright, you can hang out here. You promise to be good.
Master.
Alright. I could have used it earlier when Edern was being harassed by the king's dogs.
Yeah. Or when Pelennor was imitating the questing beast.
Yes, exactly.
Oh.
No.
Alright, so challenges are wrapped up, and you're all getting ready to do the melee.
Oh wow. So Wolfram's second challenge doesn't happen.
Post-melee.
Not until after the first day of the melee.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm fresh.
Right. So, at this point, of course, you all got an early start. Mass at dawn, leading directly to challenges on the field as the sun was climbing up higher into the sky. And so by this point, it's getting up towards like mid-morning. Beautiful day. Perfect conditions for melee.
Yay!
Yes, indeed.
Gotta be careful in these. My cousin Aaron once went mad in one of these.
One of these here melees.
Fled screaming.
My uncle killed a guy.
Hey!
Yeah!
You might want to lay low for a while. Yes. So, and the crowd has been sort of gradually gathering as the days gone on, to see the main event, as it were. So there's, lusty cheers coming from the crowd.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, there's a clap of thunder. Just out of nowhere, out of the blue sky.
What?
Yes.
The rare blue sky.
Yes.
Right, and it's gonna thunder.
And it's going to thunder. Exactly.
Take off your armor!
Hold your lance up high.
Oh, this tree.
Yes. No, the reverberation of the thunder just rolls out across the field. And all the birds immediately stop chirping. The dogs stop barking.
God.
The crowd stops cheering. Everyone's kind of wondering what the hell just happened.
Seriously.
The pleasant spring breeze has died instantaneously.
Oh.
And so now,
Yeah, London weather.
you're
Where's
feeling
Maroon?
that muggy kind of tidal, humidity, and in fact, you can see the Thames just a few hundred yards south of you, and billowing upriver is a thick, bone-white mist
No!
Oh.
roiling in.
No!
Creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh.
It abruptly ends at the far side of the field.
It does?
Mhm.
It just stops?
It just
Creates a
stops.
wall.
A wall of mist
Wait,
with
first
little
it reaches the field?
the
Like it comes
tournament
off the
field,
river
and it's rolling up off the river, and then it just kind of from where you're standing, ceases at the edge of the field with little tendrils snaking out.
I don't like the idea of this. I'm gonna have my squire get me my real sword.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, so all of London, the city itself, which you're just outside of, is now completely encased in the fog.
Oh.
And the sound is it's all silent.
Oh, yeah.
It's remaining silent.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
What's Merlin and Nimue doing?
Looking slightly panicked.
They are!
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Can I make a fairy roll?
Certainly, yes. Put that fairy lore roll to
What
use.
do I make?
Oh, yes. No, this is clearly unnatural, clearly the work of some kind of foul sorcery.
That Merlin didn't have anything to do with.
Right!
Judging by his reaction.
Yeah.
Wait, what about Morgan?
Where is she?
She has not been present this day.
Oh.
Hey guys, I may or may not have heard something. That Morgan Le Fay is probably, maybe, perhaps plotting against your brother in some potentially devious way.
Oh dear. We're in the middle
Make
of
an
it.
awareness roll for me.
Well, I'm super glad she snubbed me last year.
I make it.
So as you're kind of whispering this, you notice out of the corner of your eye, a couple rows back in the crowd, a couple rather surly-looking gentlemen were sort of eavesdropping, and they immediately leave.
Oh! Can I I don't know, catch them? Don't let them. I don't know.
As you're noticing all this, there's a collective gasp that erupts
Oh god,
from the
something's
crowd.
coming out of the mist.
Exactly!
A strange, misshapen shadow emerging from the mists.
This was not written by Stephen King, was it?
That was such a good story. God.
Well, I will say this scenario was written by the guy who wrote Masks of Nyarlathotep.
Oh god.
Oh yeah!
Getting weird on us.
Love it.
That's how we like it.
So as
It's
the
a little
shape
weird.
as the shape resolves itself, coming out of the mist, you see that it is a misshapen little dwarf riding on the back of a donkey.
What?
Wait, I haven't seen
That
this guy
is-
before, but other people may have.
Yeah, I was
That's
gonna
not
say.
climactic.
That's even creepier than I thought.
Does not look familiar to you.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a different dwarf.
I would imagine he wouldn't be so indistinguishable
Wait a
to
minute,
ride
maybe
a
this is
donkey.
just the first guy gonna announce who's coming behind.
Oh yes, must be because
Barrel.
this can't be it.
no.
Indeed, he raises an iron horn to his lips
There you go.
and blows one discordant note.
Can
You want to go outside?
Yeah, I think she was
Go for it.
What up, sweetie?
You said you had to go. I heard you go.
Aren't you gonna watch?
Do you need someone to open it for you? No?
the fabric the issue?
She needs Des to open it.
Go on.
Maybe
Enjoy the
she
evening.
changed her
It's
mind, I
lovely.
guess.
Okay.
It's alright.
Aw,
It's
Well,
alright.
next time you have to go, we're not gonna listen.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why you didn't cry.
Then the third time we're gonna.
The dog who cried pee.
Yeah.
The third time we're all gonna be embarrassed.
Yeah, well,
Maybe
yeah.
she thought she had to poop and it was just a fart.
Yeah, good.
You know,
We'll find out soon enough.
we'll find out. So the horn is
he
sounded.
blows this discordant note and then says, "Lords and ladies, attend now upon my mistress and her champion."
Oh.
Her champion.
Yeah.
Oops.
And at this word, two more shadows swirl out of the mist.
Are they also misshapen?
One is particularly misshapen, actually.
Oh.
But the first is a woman seated upon a palfrey as black as midnight.
Oh.
Her face is clad in a black veil, like so.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that's not creepy at all.
Mhm. And then behind her comes a massive knight upon a destrier-sized steed. His chain armor is gray and lusterless. His helmed face, the face mask, has been forged to have the shape of a skull.
Oy.
And there's a skull painted upon his black shield.
Well, the cheaper the crook, the gaudier the patter.
Hey, at least he's not so big that he can't sit on any horse. So that's good.
True.
We have had a couple of those.
You have indeed.
He's not a giant. As such.
Yes, he wears a black cloak and tabard, which are thick and yet flutter as if made of spider webs.
Weird. Heebity jeebities.
Yes. So, wisps of fog are swirling around him, kind of in front of the horse as it rides out onto the field.
Right,
It seems to be
right.
like almost as if the fog is coming out of him.
Can I glance over and see what Merlin's doing?
Is he on his feet?
Watching, well, definitely on his feet.
Yeah.
Most people are on their feet.
Okay.
Watching very cagely, and as they come out onto the field, this charnel smell kind of rolls
Ooh, that's the worst of it.
out ahead of them. So, the knight stops where the dwarf has reined in his donkey. The lady continues forward to the king and queen's stand. Okay.
Defend the queen.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, no, you see Gawain is up there and he kind of tenses up.
Yeah.
You know, other knights in the crowd are kind of getting ready.
Yeah.
She just wants that peanut butter.
No, really, guys, I have to look. I'm still here.
Exactly. So the lady rides up and she pulls back her veil. And you can see that she was once beautiful. But there are these lines etched into her face by some terrible sort of inner turmoil.
Yeah.
So stress wrinkles.
Stress wrinkles.
So New
I
Mexico.
got those in grad school.
Sure. We've all got those for different reasons.
Exactly.
These are really bad.
These are
right?
like
Really
crags,
bad.
crags
Really.
of, you know, you
Oh,
found me beautiful
distressing.
once, you know,
Oh,
that kind of. Lady, you got real ugly.
Yeah,
All right,
exactly.
so,
Okay.
but she fixes her baleful gaze on Arthur, and you actually see him shiver. You know. Guinevere slips her arm, you know, through Arthur's elbow, kind of equally affected by her stare.
Yeah.
And the lady's voice rings out through the now gloomy scene. Arthur Pendragon, killer of babies.
What?
I accuse you in the name of all those innocents you have so foully slain. So, who here knows what she's referring to?
Yeah, they mentioned it back at the last battle that the North accused
That's
the
right.
South of killing all their infant sons.
Quite a number, like 200, 100.
It's what kicked off the Northern Rebellion.
Yeah.
Basically, the story that's sort of solidified at this point. Because you remember when we last referenced it, there were a lot of ideas being thrown around. So what's now sort of common knowledge is that Merlin visited.
Merlin visited.
Merlin visited the courts of the North. And spoke of a famous child being born on May Day, and then made off with all these babies. That's what people say.
Right. Okay.
Now, apparently Queen Morgasa later that summer performed a ritual at the request of the northern queens to find their children. That night, a dark storm raged outside. In her scrying pool, Morgasa watched in horror as an unmanned ship bearing their children was dashed against a shore and sank. And that's the
story?
That's the story. And
Wasn't one of hers?
yes,
ship as well?
one was one of hers, and
Oh, wow.
and so basically the blame for this has been laid by a lot of people at the feet of Arthur.
Arthur, yeah.
So that's what she's referring to. So
Okay.
obviously there's an immediate reaction from the crowd, sort of an outraged gasp.
Yeah.
The king seems about to swoon. The queen is sort of supporting him. Gawain's hand flies to his sword. But at this point, Guinevere responds, and she says, "Good lady, your words are passing harsh. Why do you accuse my husband, the king, whose chivalry is unmatched in all the realm?" And the lady in black sneers in response, and which just makes her even uglier, and says, "It is chivalry then that on May Day 3 years past put to death the newborn sons of Lothian. Such chivalry I spit upon." And at that point, the knight in black rides up to her side. Now, who here feels that Arthur shouldn't be held responsible for this?
for this crime that we have absolutely no evidence that actually occurred.
Exactly. This
would be
conspiracy
me.
theory, if you will.
That would be me. It's conspiracy
Homage
theory.
to Arthur, like 18, so.
Yeah.
Arthur 14.
Could
If
be.
Merlin did it, I don't really think Arthur should be held culpable. Maybe Arthur should hand Merlin over.
Hand the wizard over.
Oh my god.
How about Eater?
You know, he's actually pretty loyal to Arthur.
Okay.
More so than the rest of his family, actually.
Wow. All right. Well, everyone go ahead and check your forgiveness then.
Wait a minute. Are you saying it really happened?
No, I'm saying that your attitude is one of forgiveness.
Oh, okay.
So, like, well, it's, there's no evidence, like you're saying.
Right.
We shouldn't convict this guy,
Not
but
the burn him, he's a witch.
yeah, exactly.
Right. You know what?
Exactly.
We've had plenty of sport tonight.
So the Lady in Black continues. You are not fit to rule this gleaming isle, Arthur. It is my intent upon this sacred day of Easter to make proof of this.
Oh?
Here stands my champion. At this point, the Grey Knight draws his sword.
Mm-hmm.
What's it look like?
It is as lusterless as his armor.
Whoa. Creepy.
Like it.
Yeah.
He
Good luck.
nudges his horse to his trot, kind of rides up along the side of the grandstand, and with 2 quick swipes, cuts down the banner poles that hold the King's standard and the standard of the City of London.
Whoa.
Good stuff.
I mean, London, meh, but
Yeah, London, I could have done that too. But the Kings.
You were going to do that later.
Right, with the Kings.
The Kings.
That's a different story.
He resheaths his sword and rides back, takes up position next to the lady again.
Oh, I love it.
Wow.
She speaks. I herewith challenge your court and your rule, Arthur Pendragon. 42 days hence, on the feast of Pentecost, let the death of your champion at the hands of mine prove to all that your soul is condemned and your honor is a sham.
Whoa!
If any of this company does any of this company dare to champion a slayer of babies?
Kinraid would totally
Not
win.
my Yeah,
Yep.
Kinraid would.
Yep, and he's there.
Well,
Let's see.
does he?
So, let's see here. He would have gotten a forgiveness check as well, I assume.
Yeah, because he's part of their own table.
All right. So, yeah. So basically, those of you who got a forgiveness check, you can move forward to volunteer if you wish.
I do.
Crickets.
Kinraid does. Concord does.
Yes.
Anyone else?
Do I know that I'm old and feeble? Maybe I don't even know.
You've been pretty reckless lately.
Yeah, let me see. Let me see what happens.
I'll roll my homage, Arthur. Since I don't have it above 16, I need to see if I'll even grab it.
No, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Got it.
Yeah, I go forward, I guess.
Okay. And Wolfram?
Yeah, I go forward.
All right, so all of you check your valorous. Those of you who spoke out, you are not alone. There are many others,
Yeah, I bet.
shouting out.
Kind of have to, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A minority, huh?
Sir Kay?
Sir Kay!
Sir Kay.
Sir Kay,
Kay!
no, not Sir Kay. No.
He steps back. He's
Yeah, exactly. I've got some
I dropped a
fritters.
button.
Yeah, I've got
Yeah,
some fritters
exactly.
I really need to check on. Left the oven on. No, it's a minority, but a large minority of knights are yelling out. But already Gawain has taken his knee before Arthur.
Yeah, I thought he would. I really did think he would.
Yep. And Gawain says, I accept this challenge in the name of my king and good uncle, Arthur Pendragon. Let my sword cleanse his name forever of this vile accusation. And the king's like, no! He's like, you idiot!
Yeah.
So the Gawain ignores this, stands up, takes his...
What's his size, by the way?
Oh, Gawain?
Yeah.
Let's see. He
Just out
takes
of
his... size 12, actually.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Kind of a little guy.
Aww,
Yeah.
he's a little guy.
Yeah.
That's pocket rocket.
Almost as.
So he takes off his glove and throws it out of the grandstand down onto the lawn. The dwarf trots up, dismounts from the donkey, picks the glove up, smells it,
Oh,
gets
Weird.
back up on the
so
donkey,
creepy.
rides back over and gives it to the lady.
That's so creepy.
Yeah. What's the dwarf's size? 11?
6, yeah.
Oh, okay. His Vivian, I think, was She was 10.
8?
8.
I think she was the
that's
minimum,
right.
which was 8.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
No, I had a life that was smaller.
Oh, but I mean for like a night type.
Oh, yeah.
A nightly type.
Lighter night.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the lady's face cracks into a terrible smile, and she says, "So be it. We shall return at the same hour on the Pentecost. May your Lord have mercy upon your soul, young knight." And at that, the dwarf lifts the iron horn and blows another discordant note. And this one echoes so strongly that your ears are just ringing from the, from the ferocity of it. And as it's echoing, and many people are clapping hands over their ears, as the lady in black, the dwarf, and the gray knight re-enter the mist and disappear from sight. The mist quickly retreats downriver like film being played backwards. And the day returns to the way it was. The sky is blue, bright,
kinda
sunny,
worse.
clear.
It's kind of worse.
That actually makes it worse. The warm breeze kicks up again.
Oh.
The only hint that what just happened was not some kind of weird vision or nightmare is the unnatural silence that continues to reign over the lists, and the sight of the king and queen rushing off in the company of Merlin.
And the cut banners, right?
Well, that too.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So they disappear. Merlin is gone.
Oh, man.
He's off.
Because my
What
next
about
move-
Gawain? Is
He's accompanying them. He's
Okay.
accompanying them, yeah.
Damn it.
So...
probably convening.
Melee?
The
Time for a drink.
yeah. Basically, everyone just kind of heads back into London to hit up the
Wow.
To both
hit up the ale
bands
houses.
And, yeah,
Yeah.
and talk about
Shocking.
it. Yeah.
yeah. Now everyone, go ahead and make your choice of a recognize or intrigue roll as you all share some drinks.
Well,
Make it.
Recognize is going to have to do it. And it does.
Okay.
Recognize.
Yeah.
Oh, I crit my entry. Yeah.
All right, so there was something about that lady that seemed a little familiar to all of you,
Indeed.
but Concord is the one who remembers, puts a name to the face.
For every feast, I fail my entry, but this time.
Yeah, critted it.
Yeah.
And you remember her because her name is Lady Devance, and she was the paramour of King Rions of Norgales, the beard collecting king.
Right.
You don't say.
Indeed.
So that's the kind of lady who loves a beard collector.
Well, it was said that he was riding to see her prior to the battle when he was ambushed by Balin and Balin and
Of
captured.
course. Ambushed.
Of course it was an ambush, those bastards. You can all make second intrigue roll if you wish.
Make it.
Make it.
Fail it. That's a crit.
Oh.
Ooh.
Cool.
All right, so you're all able to confirm that indeed Morgan Le Fay did leave London after the feast. And Arcade, you hear it on good authority that she has departed for one of her castles, Castle Chariot.
Oh.
It's an interesting name for a castle.
Yeah.
So,
Where is that located? Is it near the north or?
it is, well, actually no one really knows.
No one knows. Because it moves around probably. That's why it's called chariot.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's possible. It's a possible.
It's
Yeah.
around by horses.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah. Just herds of them. Herds on herds.
Herds, I tell you.
Yes.
It's a van. Okay.
So,
It's a van.
did you know a van just drove by when you said
No.
that? It was a black van, I swear to
Oh
God.
my god.
Whoa.
Chariot.
The castle.
God.
Like
Castle
airbrush
airbrush on there? Yeah. Castle chariot.
That is amazing. All right, so anyway, there's not much to do for the remainder of the day. Word has gone out that there will be another mass in the morning, and then there will be a royal proclamation at the tournament grounds.
All right. A proclamation is good. Yeah. Some kind of leadership at this point.
Yeah.
Sir Grifflet expresses the hope that it'll just be a proclamation of rescheduling the melee. and nothing more. But Grifflet.
It's like the cutest name ever.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just imagine it. Did he have a picture of
Is
it?
it like?
Oh yeah.
See it again.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, we love Grifflet.
Of course.
I don't know.
Of course.
Griffin cutlets. I don't know.
Griffin cutlets.
Yeah. Ooh,
Come
wow.
try some of our Grifflets. Griffin cutlets.
Well, we had this one little cute, like, twink of a dude who was working at the counter, and we called him Cutlet. And so it turned into this thing we all totally call each other. They call me Jadelet, and we all call each other
Nice.
little
Nice.
things. And so Grifflet, it was,
Cute.
it was adorable.
Yeah.
All right, so mass the next morning. Attending?
Oh,
Those of you-
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, those of you in attendance can make awareness rolls.
Make it.
Success.
Yep. Okay.
So Arthur, Guinevere, and Gawain are all there, but they clearly show signs of having passed a sleepless night. And Merlin is not there.
Well.
Bishop Bedwin of London officiates the mass as he did the day before, but is much more rushed getting through this one.
Oh.
Blah, 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 blah. You all know how this goes. All right, go with God.
Time for a proclamation.
When the mass is over, the king, queen, and Gawain hurry away. And then there's a general rush to the door, to the public exit on everyone else's part to, dash to the tournament grounds.
My dad and I already have our seats.
Exactly.
Just the row of pagans.
Yeah.
You all show up with your folding lawn chairs.
Right in front.
Margaritas in hand or.
Yeah, there's like a dozen of us just already breakfasting on the lawn.
Yeah.
Oh, we slept in. It's lovely. Lovely weather we're having.
As you are in the scrum at the cathedral door, actually, Concord, you run right up against Sir Kay.
Oh.
By all the saints' teeth, man!
Where have you been?
Physically bump into each other?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Right. So, anyway, yeah, he's like, out of my way! Trying to shove you out of the way.
I let him pass.
Take a check to modest.
Oh. Deserved a punch in the face.
Credits you.
So, down at the tournament field, you all assemble. Nice big crowd. All the pagans are up front. And Arthur's there, and he's got indeed a royal proclamation actually written out, sealed with his royal seal and the whole
Can
thing.
Arthur read?
And
Indeed he
Arthur
can.
right.
What's
Okay.
his skill?
I think it's a 3 off the top of my head.
I'm better than Arthur.
You can read the bigger words without having to sound them out.
Yep.
Yes.
My lips don't move when I'm reading.
So he unfurls the proclamation and he reads, I, Arthur Pendragon, High King and Dux Bellorum, do hereby challenge all knights loyal to my crown to set forth this day upon a great quest. Roam the lands of Britain, and before the feast of Pentecost, bring back to the royal city of London the 13 treasures of Britain.
13 treasures.
That's unexpected.
Yeah.
Indeed. So, at that, Nimue, Lady of the Lake, steps forward. Everyone give me awareness rolls as she does so.
Yeah.
Make it.
Yep, make it.
Those of you who make it notice Merlin staring at her with a rather soppy expression on her face. Or on his face,
Oh, here we
rather.
go.
Soppy, you say.
Uh-huh. All right. But Nimue steps forward. There's Nimue.
Right.
And begins to sing. I will not sing, but I will recite her song.
Very well.
Get ready. Here we go.
Ready.
13 completes any great list. Companions and covens, the months of the year. Disciples and master traitorously kissed. Listen, my lords and great ladies fair. The 13 great treasures list as I list. The 13 great treasures of the island of Lear. 13 great treasures for which warriors fight. Some easily seen, some easily missed. Some scattered, some hid, some in plain sight. 13 great treasures appear on my list, granted to Britain by most ancient right. 13 great treasures. List as I list.
It's a song. It's gonna have some. It's the chorus.
The chorus. The dread brand Durnwin, which burns mortal hands, except for the king who shall rule in Strathclyde. The bountiful hamper of Gwithno Garin here, which with the food of a single man will feed a great host 100 strong. The great brimming horn of Bran Galad, which slakes the thirst for any taste, no matter what drink, it's never run dry.
He's a famous.
The far-ranging chariot of dread Morgaine, no place too strange or too obscure to be found by its swiftly turning wheels. The glittering halter of Clydno Edain, which reins in even the wildest steeds, broken or no, this will tame all. The well-greased knife of Laufodeth, it serves 24 dinner at once, a fantastical blade for feasting alone. The deep iron cauldron of the giant Dirnak, a cauldron of heroes and heroes to be, a brave man's foods cooked, cowards go hungry. The razoring whetstone of Tudwal Tudclude will perfect the edge of any strong sword, any sword borne by a brave-hearted man. The exclusive coat of Padarn Reedcoat, which fits only men of noblest birth, not titled alone, but bred blood and bone. The crock and the dish of Reganith, 2 treasures held in this single verse, provides fair and fresh food of any kind. The Gwithwill board, which plays by itself, silver and gold pieces contest for the prize. It belongs in the north among the wild Picts. Finally, the mantle of invisibility of our High King, great Arthur Pendragon, the brave and fierce bear of the Isle of Britain. There are some who will claim this isn't the list. 2 other treasures are numbered, removing or merging the items I list. Excalibur never appears on the list. The symbol of kingship is no more a sought treasure than the isle itself, though both are esteemed. Excalibur never appears on the list, yet these 2 are honored and remembered. I sing the last 2. List while I list. The modesting mantle for married women. It fits only wives who are perfectly chaste. Be warned that its judgment's surprisingly strict. The stone and the ring of Eluned. Like the mantle of Arthur, it cloaks its wearer. Once ring is on finger and stone in the hand. 13 completes any great list. Companions and covens, the months of the year. Disciples and master traitorously kissed. 13 great treasures appeared on my list. Granted to Britain by most ancient right. 13 treasures of Britain. I've finished my list. So here's the handout.
Oh, the
There's
list.
an handout.
So we didn't have to scribble furiously.
She listed.
You got your own personal reference now.
It was fun trying to figure out how to spell something.
Yeah, good luck.
It's fun trying
Yeah,
to keep up.
Well, yeah.
So, more murmuring, more glances exchanged.
Names
Right.
were just a lot cooler back then.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I like how many of them revolve around food.
Yeah.
It's like half of them.
That was the concern.
It was the concern.
Right. Yeah. We'll do some other time.
Alright.
Chinese restaurant.
I'll yeah.
13 treasures.
13.
You get the scallops and the shrimp.
Yeah, hey!
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what I want. Oh,
13.
do me. Come around to me last. I'll figure it out.
We're done talking.
You just always get the sweet and sour pork every time.
Yeah.
Do you?
You always. No, I don't.
Oh, you don't? I don't eat
But yeah, it's the default. It's the
sweet
background.
and sour? Yeah.
Have some pineapple in it.
I know, it's good.
Yum.
So, at one point, so there's muttering and so forth. Someone shouts out from the crowd, "Why do you urge this quest, sire?"
It is puzzling.
Arthur answers, "Merlin has said that one of these relics will aid Sir Gawain in the fight to come. Without it, his death is certain."
Oh!
Oh, wow.
What?
I'm guessing it's not the overflowing hamper.
Or could it be?
Yeah. Hey, Grey Knight, would you like some food for the rest of your life? Oh, don't mind if I do. So someone else shouts out, "Cannot Merlin tell which of the treasures will aid Gawain?" And at that point, Arthur seems to be looking out beyond the crowd. There's something out behind all of you.
Dang it!
Turn your heads. I turn my head.
Yeah.
So there is Merlin, astride a horse larger than any you have seen before, larger even than a destrier.
That's pretty large.
The large spots on its shaggy white coat seem to glow a golden color before they fade to normal brown. Merlin seems to be making eye contact with every single person on the field simultaneously.
Very creepy.
It's a good trick.
Him, me.
Is he?
Yeah, me, you, me.
That's money is what you're looking at.
Right. That's gotta
So Merlin says in a voice that rings out over the crowd, "Prophecy is a mysterious messenger, Sir Knights. It answers as it will.
That's true.
Arthur's charge should be reason enough for any knight to ride forth without question," and his eyes visibly flash.
My money's on the whetstone. That makes sense,
I
right?
think invisibility too is not gonna be.
I don't know.
Well,
the,
Arthur has the invisibility cloak.
Right, but you need the ring.
Oh, well, there's the ring.
No, there's the ring and the stone, but there's also just a cloak that he already has.
Right. The mantle.
Yeah, the mantle. So he's got that, but then there's also the ring and the stone, which
It
are a
was-
separate method of achieving invisibility.
They
So
were
he doesn't
both
need
they were
that.
both
That's
left
the
in
one thing he
Dumbledore's
doesn't need.
care while Arthur was
What's that?
growing up. Anyway.
So that's the one thing we know he doesn't need because he's already got the invisibility cloak. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna bet he wants the halter of Clibno, because with that you could ride a dragon into the fight, because it tames
Cool.
anything that's put on, right? That's literally what it says.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
Tame a giant.
Which reins in even the wildest steeds, broken or no.
Questing beast!
This
Hey,
But Pelennor just has this sort
ride
of...
it.
Oh!
I will take the questing beast challenge. Thank you. Oh.
He's just running.
Yeah. Well, actually, everyone go ahead and make a homage Arthur or loyalty Pendragon roll.
Are those two different?
They can be separate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You can have a loyalty Pendragon even if you have a homage to someone else.
18?
I failed mine.
I made mine.
Good job, everyone. All right, so those
My dad
I don't
and I
like it
made
that
ours.
much.
those of you who make it, you actually feel sort of magically compelled by Merlin's flashing eyes,
All right then.
if you will.
He did it again.
He did it again. And so you and about 2/3 of the rest of the crowd. It's just like pandemonium as people are like, Squire, bring me my sword!
Yeah,
God
okay,
damn it!
okay,
So-
Why is my horse already here?
yeah, exactly.
Well, Concord's eyesight's
I need to be
going,
in my
you know.
armor now!
We're already late! Even if we leave now!
What the hell is wrong with you guys?
We left 5 minutes ago.
Right.
Yes.
So we're gonna pick out
We're gonna pick out
something
our.
to.
Yeah.
Is this going to be like
I vote we
last week
don't
where
get
we
the
each have to
thing.
split up?
No. You guys can combine your numbers on this one. You'll need it.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, I vote we don't go for the one that's with the pigs.
No, I don't go for that one either. Oh, no, that was something.
What was the one with the picks?
That was like
it
the-
the coat?
No, it was the board
it
that
was
plays
the,
itself.
It was the board, yeah.
Oh, the board. Yeah, but it wasn't a board like you think of a board. It was an interesting.
Yeah, an instrument.
Oh, the Gwithbill board.
Yeah, the Gwithwill board.
Yeah, it's
like
it's
a
like
thumb piano?
No, Gwithbill is like the Celtic chess.
Yeah, it's like a gaming board.
Oh.
That might be helpful.
Because like there are people who like you put silver and gold on it, and it's like placing bets on it. Right?
Ah.
Yeah.
It's kind of a Chinese checkers almost kind
Huh,
of thing.
That's kind of funny.
Oh,
Yeah.
there it is. Oh, it plays by itself.
So maybe the whetstone? Probably the whetstone.
My money's on the whetstone.
Your money's on the whetstone. I like the halter idea. I think that's clever as hell.
So as you're debating this, Taliesin the Bard.
Yes, where's
There he is.
Taliesin?
There he
yes.
is.
The Russell Brand.
The Russell Brand approaches and he says, I've heard of someone who knows a bit about treasures of Britain.
And who might that be, sir?
The Queen of the Wastelands.
Oh!
Wait, the scarry face?
Indeed not. She is a lady who resides in the wasted kingdom of Listanese.
Oh yeah, her husband got stabbed by Sir Balin.
I'm not sure who she is, but they say that she knows much of treasure and where it may be found.
Let's go
Well,
say
there you
hi.
go. Perfect.
Bring her a
Yeah.
fruit basket.
Thanks for
Most, you know.
I'm
She
sure
probably
with
doesn't get out much.
her blighted
No.
land, she could probably use a little bit of fresh produce.
Right.
I'm sure.
Let's bring her a whole cart of apples and carrots.
Grease the wheels a little bit.
Yeah, just load down a pack horse with apples,
Chickens.
Yeah, I mean
Whatever it takes.
I've got like cherries and apples, I think.
Got some
Hell, let's bring
walnuts,
2 carts.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I have walnuts and wine.
pears.
Honey.
Yeah.
Oh,
meat.
sure,
That little
I got
that
honey.
hedgehog thing.
Oh, the hedgehog.
St. John's urchin?
Yeah. Will it stay fresh long enough?
We may have to
Just
take down the
a
way.
hedgehog of meat.
Hedgehog of
Good
meat.
point. Good point.
Well, let's bring it for us.
Yeah.
Okay.
One's for the road.
Just have a St. John's urchin on the road. Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
You just have like a squire running, like holding a platter between us all.
Yeah, I don't want one of those truck stop urchins.
No.
No.
My
You
own
don't know how
hands.
long they've been sitting in that
No.
refrigerator.
Yeah.
Withered. Okay.
All right.
Exactly.
Good idea.
Yeah.
I'm for that.
So, as you guys are preparing to depart, Ariette comes over and
Oh my gosh.
says, please make a promise to return alive.
My lady, anything for you.
Oh.
And she says, you already have my favor. Please carry it with you on the course of your journey.
I will take great heart knowing you are with me always.
Indeed. All right. You gonna settle down, Edie? No? All right. Come on.
Another treat for.
I'm really good at ignoring her. She's not bothering me.
Oh, I just, for the recording's
It
sake.
catches
Oh.
up pretty heavily on the mic. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
We might bring dogs with us on the trip.
Yes. We'll bring some hounds.
Yeah.
She's hiding from you on purpose.
Yeah. She's
Really.
doing the Des thing where she's hiding.
You didn't see my peanut butter pretzel though. See? Check it out.
Just on mine though.
Oh my goodness.
Uh,
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, she's quiet.
she's
Okay.
quiet, yeah.
All right. So, anything else besides a fruit basket you guys want to put together for heading out?
It's a mighty big fruit basket.
Fruit bushel. I
A
think.
fruit basket. A hamper. A hamper
Yeah.
of.
We have I have a war pony. I'll just load up my little war pony with some
Some
treats.
provisions. Absolutely. Yeah.
Besides the people of that blighted land, I'm sure.
Yes.
And mead.
Oh, I could bring her a cat. I could bring her one of my famous kittens.
Oh.
She might enjoy it.
Okay. Bring
And
a
I'll
cat
bring a
along
couple
with
of
you.
bottles of mead from my Melisarda.
Okay. All right.
Awesome meat.
Now.
Thank you. Thank you.
I will remind you guys, you have 41 days to complete this quest. So
So we don't want to get bogged too much down by our.
Our goods.
by our
Hey, my war pony was...
well, by collecting your goods, yeah. I mean, do you want to depart from London straight away, or do you want to head back to Salisbury first?
Which direction is the wastelands in a different direction from Salisbury? We're not going to pass through.
Salisbury would be a bit out of your way. With London, you could just take the King's Road directly
Say-
north.
Send letters to our ladies.
We just buy a fruit
stuff
basket.
in London.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
do that.
Exactly. But in terms of like,
I can't have
meat from your
Wonder's
own,
kitten.
yeah,
Oh.
Right.
that kind of thing.
You'll send it through the post.
Yeah, I'll send it later.
Yeah.
I'll sketch it.
And subscribe her to the catalog.
Exactly. Maybe we could get her something in London, something kind of fancy that's already made.
Yeah.
Well, we could probably get her some produce here.
Right. That's what we're talking about.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
Right.
totally. Okay.
Pomegranates.
How many libras of produce are we bringing?
Well, yeah. I mean, really, I don't think you'd even come close to spending a libra.
Okay.
Provisioning like that. So.
All right. So just like one horse worth.
Yeah, exactly. Just load up a horse.
Okay.
Wine?
Yeah.
That's pretty
Wine, definitely. Yeah.
Wine's never bad. Wine's always good.
No.
Yeah.
It's classy.
Helps on the road.
Exactly. Women
Yeah.
like wine.
I do. Just a little Chardonnay, some candlelight.
Forget about it.
Bathe if you bathe.
But yeah, according to Taliesin's directions,
You really
it should take you about 12 days to get up to your
Just to-
destination.
Tell us, and you're sure we have to do this? Yes.
It's our best bet.
Are you busy? Are you coming with us?
He's coming along.
Yes!
Yay.
Yes! I was hoping you would, tell
Did you know you
us.
Fantastic.
can earn this?
Edie?
Can you shake or anything?
Oh, she can definitely shake.
Can you
I'm
shake?
excited. Oh,
That's a double shake.
Oh, we've been
Yeah.
working on Bilka trying to get her to shake. How
Oh,
did
yeah.
you do that?
With the shake, just while you're saying it, like take their paw and
Wait,
dip-
yeah, that's what we've been doing, and she's
not getting
not getting
It
it.
takes
Yeah.
a while. It takes
It
a while.
does.
It does,
It's a
yeah.
weird thing to do. They wouldn't do it.
It's very unnatural for a dog.
It's
yeah.
really cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to work on rollover next.
Oh,
That one's
cool.
really, it was so much fun teaching our dog.
Mhm.
Yes.
Really?
She's like a little sausage, and my dad would just like,
Yeah.
okay, roll, and he would like literally just
Yeah, the sausages, I love it.
I know.
All right. So, basically, yeah, you're going to take the King's Road north from London to Lincoln, and from there on north, continuing through towards Carduel, but you're going to basically take a road between Aburicum and Carduel before you get to that far northern city. So, your 12 days of journey pass relatively uneventfully.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Bless these peace times.
Indeed. The roads are safe. You are welcome at every manor and castle that you stop at.
Joy!
Imagine that.
I can't imagine.
We can just enjoy the scenery and not
Enjoying the scenery, exactly, yes.
worry.
And so you do run across some other knights on quest as well. Sir Tor,
Yes.
is traveling with Sir Grifflet.
Oh, that pairing.
Yeah, that's a good one.
In their quest. So you guys spend an evening together at a manor north of Lincoln. And yeah, apart from that, not much else going on. So 12 days of travel take you a few miles west of Penrith. So let me see if I can spot that on the map for you guys. Basically, so you started here and you headed up all the way up here. There's Lincoln, up into Malahout, through Buricum, okay, and then up past Catterick.
What?
And then turned off on a road right where about the E in Reged is.
So only 12 days.
Yeah.
All right.
That puts a different spin on only 12 days.
Yeah.
We're hauling.
Yeah. So.
Not Tony can trot.
Indeed. So, yes, a few miles west of Penrith, the countryside begins to change in earnest. Up until this point, it's been nice springtime weather, mid-April, rainy, but not too rainy. Temperatures gradually getting warmer, leaves coming out on the branches, that sort of thing. But now you are traveling amongst miles of stark, wasted land, topsoil just blowing in the breeze.
That's a shame.
Jagged cliffs, stabbing feebly into a leaden sky.
Ooh, wow.
Rotting, just like plants just rotting on the ground. Much like Sir Kinwall testified, where the streams do flow, the water is brackish. It seems to just flow over the ground. It's not even soaking in. If you're not being beset by blowing dust, you're getting threatening to get lost in hanging fog.
Wow.
So, and always a sickly sweet scent of decay palpable in the air.
Wow.
You can make awareness rolls, actually.
Wait, hold on.
More orphans.
Fail.
Made it.
Success.
What do you think, Edie?
She made it.
She made
I
it.
failed.
All right, those of you who made your awareness rolls kind of realize it's the same smell that you smelled from the Grey Knight.
Yeah. I was thinking.
Really? Yeah. Okay.
Yep. So, but yeah, there's just awful barrenness, desolate stillness, and profound emptiness in these lands.
Okay.
All right, time out, Edie. Come on, let's go.
No, she
Come on.
pulled that tiger.
Oh. You gonna grab her?
Yep.
Up.
Come here, Edie.
Let's go.
Did she sit?
I'll bribe it.
Man is desperate.
Yeah.
He's got to bribe his dog before he punishes it.
No, I wanted her to go into that room, and if I was telling her time out, she would have gone into the other room. So.
Okay.
Anyway, alrighty.
So all is bad.
Yes.
Oh, it's quite bad.
So, you've been traveling through this terrible countryside for the better part of the day.
Did you mention mist, by the way?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, there's definitely
Mist or blowing dust, kind of alternating.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this constantly sort of overcast leaden sky. So, as the day grows long, the sky starts to look more threatening. The clouds grow increasingly dark.
Concord grows increasingly paranoid that the knight's gonna pop out from
Yes. Yes.
hand on sword at all times.
Indeed. And sure enough, as the light begins to fade, the clouds open up and a violent downpour begins.
Oh, joy.
For the first time, though, you spot a settlement. It's an abbey, actually.
Oh,
All right, wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
way out here?
Well, this was once a normal, thriving land.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
To the abbey.
To the abbey. Very well.
Seriously.
Everyone make awareness rolls, please.
It's the Castle Anthrax.
Make it. I made it.
Success.
Everyone made it?
Yep.
Yes.
You all note that although it's clearly an abbey, I mean, you know what an abbey looks like.
Yeah.
There's no religious iconography on it.
All right.
Usually there's crosses.
So it's an abandoned abbey?
Or repurposed.
Could be repurposed.
Oh.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
A non-denominational abbey.
Non-denominational. It's a universalist abbey.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
only brew beer now.
Yeah.
That's something everyone can agree with.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So approaching the gate at the outer wall, it swings open. By this point, it's almost completely dark. There's purple lightning flashing through the clouds overhead.
Purple
And-
time's the worst kind.
Oh yes. And but you are met by a cowled, black-robed figure.
Black robed.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah.
So, tell me, sir, what is it? A man or a woman?
Probably a man.
Okay.
It looks like a monk's robes.
Intriguing.
And he's kind of motioning for you all, like, please, it is a vile night, please.
Oh, so he speaks.
Yes.
Okay, good.
To speak. Yeah, I know. I was thinking, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute, we'll take our chances with the storm.
Yes. No, he ducks back under the shelter of the gate and pulls his cowl back so you can see him. And he's kind of smiling, like, come on.
All right, okay, good.
Oh,
Fine.
friendly.
Let's go in.
All right.
Yeah.
He's a young monk. He's looks to be in his 20s. Black beard, green eyes, handsome fellow.
Yeah.
And so as you all take shelter under the gate, overpass, he introduces himself as Brother Taman
Of what order?
of the Order of the Black Robed Monks, of course.
Really?
Yes. Yes, really.
Why is there no symbol or imagery on your...
Therein lies a sad tale, my friend, and I shall tell you once we are firmly ensconced in the hall.
Excellent, thank you.
I cannot offer much. To truth be told, I am the last man remaining at this.
Oh, you're here alone.
I am indeed. I am carrying on the duty of maintaining this abbey because I feel that one day it will be restored.
I'm very intrigued.
But your squires, of course, boys, you can take the horses to those stables over there, and please come with me.
Okay.
All right.
So, all right. So he leads you across, a quick dash across the courtyard into the main cloisters of the abbey.
All on his own. He's running this whole place.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So you entering the hall, you note that again, no religious symbols in evidence. He bids you be seated at the central table and heads over to a sideboard cabinet and retrieves some cups and a stone jar and pours some wine out for himself and one for each of you from the stone jar. And serves up some black bread to go with it and some cheese.
Any empty gobleteers remaining?
Yes, me.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
yes.
Just
It's
not
hereditary.
Let us sniff the goblet. Because that's what I'm doing.
So if you don't want to drink, you can make a
I don't want to
suspicious.
do. Yeah, all right. Yes,
You can
go
make
on.
a suspicious roll if you
I'm
want.
making a suspicious roll.
All right.
Yeah.
So there it is.
I failed.
I found my
I made it.
suspicious.
I'm suspicious. I'm highly suspicious. This
course
is the
you
last
are.
man standing. He's the one that killed everybody.
I'm gonna be trusting. End to end.
Oh, check your trusting.
I will pretend to drink.
Would Percy be there? Is he allowed or?
No, it's just Conroy.
Okay, so
Yeah.
he's gonna go back and take care of it.
Yeah.
Dead.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Married, newly married.
Yes, it's true.
mhm.
He's got some business to attend to.
Yeah.
So everyone except Wolfram drinks. Okay. Those of you who do drink find the wine to be excellent.
Ooh.
Like, really excellent, actually.
I would hope so if it's the last thing I ever taste.
Yeah, as your throat closes up, you remark on the excellent vintage of this wine.
This is just damn good.
Try to drink more before I die.
Just bathe me and just put my corpse in a vat.
But he says, yes, you were asking about the sad tale of the
Sad tale.
Well, ever since the Dolores stroke, the land has withered little by little. As our king ails, so too does the land.
Yes.
All the brothers who populated this abbey, including the abbot himself, became despondent and wandered off.
Wow.
They took the crucifixes and holy relics with them to protect them against the evils now stalking the land. And as I said, I alone remain.
Why do you stay?
I feel that, as I said, this is not a permanent thing, and that one day life will return, and when it does, this abbey needs to be here.
So you live in the hope.
Indeed.
Is there any idea of how the king may be healed?
None whatsoever, sadly. I forgot Taliesin's with you. So
I know. Let's have some.
Let me see if he makes his suspicious roll. No, he does not. All right, so he's enjoying the wine as well.
Maybe he would play us something.
Indeed,
cheer up the
indeed.
room.
Oh yes, yes. So he strums on his harp a bit and tells of a what's that story? Let's see here. It is the Deirdre's lament over the death of the sons of Uzna. So.
A lament. He picks a lament.
Well, he's trying to fit the,
All right.
the mood.
All right.
you know.
Yes.
He's a mood bard. He's not.
If you played a happy song, it would
That
just
would be
ring
weird.
hollow, you know.
Yeah. He's stair-stepping us to.
Exactly.
Bring out the mood cheese, will you? I can let that go.
No, that's astrological
cheese?
temperament cheese.
Fantastic. I'm gonna write that down.
He does ask Brother Taman about the Queen of the Wastelands, where she may be found, and he says that she is just a half a day's ride from this abbey.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh,
So.
great.
Joy.
Yes. So,
Let's leave him some fruit.
Why is she
Yeah.
called the Queen of the Wastelands?
she is a shining beacon here. She is perhaps the last truly good soul that roams these lands.
Oh. Does she actually shine physically?
Some say she does.
Some say she does. Yes. That wouldn't surprise me.
Everyone go ahead and make squire rolls, by the way.
No, fail.
Makes it.
Oh, new squire, what are you gonna do? You're gonna succeed. Good job, squire.
He's 15 now. Didn't write that down.
Did he make it?
Yep.
All right, so your
Generous.
squires have returned during this time from stabling the horses, and they're chattering away amongst themselves about the nice accommodations. And they said, strangest thing, my lords, there were exactly 4 stalls for the horses.
Oh, that's weird.
Seems like there would be more, right?
It does, doesn't it?
Or less.
And Brother Taman shrugs and says, even when this land was healthy and green, we didn't get many visitors at once. So we never really felt the need to expand the stables.
Good job not drinking that wine.
I'll wake all y'all up.
So, yeah, you know, you can hear the rain pounding on the roof overhead.
It is raining quite heavily.
And
It's good we're here now.
and yeah, I mean, you know, you're
Is it poison rain too?
Right, it's like
It's eating
acid.
through the stone.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh God, no! But between Taliesin's music and the fire and the wine, you're all feeling quite relaxed, I'm sure. Although 3 of you are feeling more relaxed.
Mellow, I think is the word for it.
Mellow, yes. Indeed. But the squires help themselves to the wine as well. And in due course, one of them cracks a large yawn, and Brother Taman says, well, I think we best be off to bed then.
Did you pretend to drink?
I
or
did.
you? Okay.
I did pretend to drink.
Was it the little one he yawned?
Oh.
The youngest one.
Yeah,
Aw.
exactly. He's rubbing his eye like a baby. With the back of his hand.
Baby face.
Oh, we were all so cute once.
So he says,
What was your app before this?
Oh, I think it was 12. A long time
okay.
ago.
all right.
Kind of cute for a night.
Yeah.
So he offers to show you off to your chambers.
Thank you.
Separate chambers. That is.
It's pretty deluxe.
Fancy.
Actually, he apologizes for that as well. He's like, they're the former cells of my
Right. Well, sure.
Oh, your brothers.
small
my
and
brothers.
bare-
So
Right.
small, but a dry cot is better than
yeah.
sleeping out
Certainly
in the
will,
rain.
yeah.
I'm sure.
It's not a stone floor in a hall.
Exactly.
So he takes you through a side passage down a hall. You can see like a courtyard out in the dark, and the rain's just pouring down. And then up a smaller hall, and there's 5 cells.
5 cells, you say?
Exactly 5?
And his.
Oh,
So 4 for us, then 1 for Russell Brandt.
That's right.
Okay.
1 for him. That's right.
Okay. Sleep.
Where would your guests have slept when they visited? If there are only 5 cells for your brothers?
Oh well, we would make accommodations for them in the hall.
That was pretty typical.
Yeah,
it's a rather small order?
it's a small abbey. Yes.
Oh. Yeah.
There were only 6 of us.
Does it seem like that's small enough for 6 people to run it successfully?
Yeah, it's not like a major, abbey. It's,
Okay.
It's the kind you could build like using the Book of the Estate.
Mm.
Build it on your own manors, lands, that kind of thing.
Yes.
So,
I think after this, I won't ever want to build an abbey on my own.
alrighty. So we had 3 wine drinkers, didn't we? Well, 4 actually.
That's right.
Friendly NPC.
That's right.
Technically
So-
8 with the squires.
Good point. Let's see. Does anyone have a D8 I can roll?
Oh God.
I do. Wait for it. Oh, no,
You got
go for
it?
it.
She got
Yours is
it.
right there.
Do you want your squires to sleep with you in the room or sleep outside the door?
Outside the door.
Outside the door, yeah.
I'll have mine in my room.
Okay.
Yeah, same here.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be more comfortable probably. Maybe.
Squires are used to sleeping outside doors.
That's where he is.
Concord likes his privacy. When you can get it.
I grew up with like a dozen siblings.
Man,
so
you go.
That's true.
There's no privacy. I'd probably feel weird if I didn't have someone sharing the room.
Yeah, you would, wouldn't you?
yeah.
Yeah. Lonely and weird.
All right, so Concord. So, you are feeling absolutely knackered. The sleep is just coming over you so hard you can barely make it into your bed.
That's so nice. You lucky duck.
You snuff the tallow candle and begin to drift off to sleep. And so as your eyes adjust, because there's a little window, little slit window,
Yeah.
Sorry, I just watched a movie that was really just
had something like that in it.
Never mind.
Okay.
Oh.
Anyway, so there's some ambient light. There's some ambient light. Just the barest hint of ambient light. So as your eyes are adjusting, you kind of
Miss floats in. No.
no, you become aware of a hooded figure that seems to be standing in the corner of the room.
Yeah, no, that's totally what I was thinking. Except mine is specifically vampire monks, but that's not
my
even
God.
over there.
Oh, wait a minute.
Well,
So could I sort of shake the sleep off somehow with
Oh, good
maybe...
luck. Good luck.
make
Yeah,
a
just-
spiritual roll, please.
Spiritual?
Yep.
Oh fuck.
Hey, good night.
It's all over now.
It's actually
Fail.
Race of the Forest Savage.
Okay.
Yep.
So,
Nothing like waking up with somebody in your room.
Oh,
It looks like the Grim
No, no.
Reaper.
Yeah.
Falling asleep against your will
With somebody in a room. Oh, I like that.
all right. So you drift off to sleep,
No. Yes.
and
Oh my god.
go ahead and lose 4 hit points.
Oh.
Because a vampire monk is sucking on you. Ah!
All right, between Edern and Arcade, who has the higher app?
Mine's 14.
12.
All right.
Yeah, app controls a lot in the game.
Wow.
All right, Arcade.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Make a spiritual roll for me, please.
Success.
Okay, very good. So you wake up. Now your squire is in the room with you, right?
Yep.
Okay. Sleeping on the floor.
Probably.
You wake up. Your eyes,
How to figure trip over.
your eyes, are adjusting to the dark, like with Concord, and you can see a cowled figure straddling your squire,
Ah!
and he's making these kind of, indelicate moaning noises.
Can I stab
No!
it?
Oh my god! Kill him! Kill him with
Why
fire!
would you stab him?
Make a chaste roll.
Yeah, exactly.
Kill him with fire! Oh my god!
I make my chase.
What did you roll?
A 12.
I beat you with a 13.
Oh!
So the cowled figure stands and pulls back her hood, and you see it as this gorgeous woman. And she sort of advances towards you and pushes you back down into the bed, and you lose consciousness
Damn.
and lose 2 hit points. Edern. Spiritual roll, please.
Oh, fuck. Can I impassion that?
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't think of that.
It's more fun though. It's more fun.
Yeah.
4.
Minus 4.
Well, because I was raised in the forests of Oz.
Yeah,
And it makes
yeah.
you worldly.
Yeah, it does. It does.
They're like, pick one trait to make a 16. I was like, oh, I'll pick this one. Fuck. Alright, so I make my more. Because I promised her I'd come back alive.
Yeah, that's true. That's good.
Oh, you're good. Yeah.
I make it. I get a 13.
Wow, you just made it.
All right, and you had the squire in the room with you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you also awake to your squire being molested. So I'll need a chase versus lustful roll.
Oh god.
So, my lustful versus your chase. So roll your chase.
Can I impassion that too?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, let's do some honor for that, which I make. Because mine's also not very good, being pagan and whatnot. I make it with a 15.
I rolled an 18.
Damn it!
Oh.
Yeah.
That's just.
So you're gonna lose 4 hit points.
Wow.
You guys.
This girl is insatiable.
So it's the early hours of the morning when Wolfram make a spiritual roll.
I crit it.
Oh.
Nice. Check your spiritual.
Nice.
And you awaken to this cowled figure in your room, advancing towards the bed. So I'll give you a +5 to your chaste since you made it, or since you critted the spiritual.
Alright, give me a moment to look for the. Thank you.
Yep.
Hold on a minute. The light's going. Shit, I can't even read that.
What's it say on the other side?
Well, it doesn't matter this late.
Well, I was gonna say it's just.
The opposite.
See, it's
opposite.
the difference.
But not at this point because I've.
Oh, because you haven't modified the right side?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Okay, +5 you say?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that shouldn't be difficult. Make it easily.
Okay, what'd you roll?
5.
I rolled a 6.
Oh.
Oh, wait.
Oh!
You rolled a 5.
I rolled a 5.
What's your chaste?
17.
Okay, so,
Ah!
so that's +5, that's 22. So you actually rolled a 7.
Yep.
Because you add 2 to your roll
right,
because
then.
you have 22.
Ha!
I will not have sex.
Right. So you.
I don't know if that's what she's offering.
It is what she's offering.
It is what she's.
She's offering one hell of a hickey.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So
I'm awake enough to resist her.
as she comes in towards you, you're like, "Back!"
Yeah. Yeah.
Vile wench.
And so she dissolves before your eyes.
Oh. All right, that's not bad.
No.
As this happens,
Jade, what are you doing?
I'm distracted.
oh my god! As this happens, you hear your squire scream outside, and then the door flies open.
Poor little Moriel, what's happened to him?
Who kicked open the door is a better question.
Yes, the door has flown open, and a
wasn't
black panther has leapt into the room.
Oh, how exciting.
That's racist.
A black.
Fine, just a panther
Fight
that happens
power.
to be black.
All right, it's a puma. So let's
A puma, if you will.
So let's attack the great beast, this mysterious beast.
All right.
Cat.
Your sword, of course, is at hand. Your armor is not.
Right?
What does it stop you before?
Mhm.
No, I'll fight him naked if I have to.
Everyone else make awareness rolls to hear this.
Are we still engaged in our individual?
No,
feasts?
she finished.
What'd
off
you do?
with
Crit!
Nice.
Also crit!
Nice.
Whoa!
I'm nearly naked.
Crit bros.
Those of you who critted, check your awareness. And I'll say that the critted ones, you can basically jump out of bed right now. For Edern, it's
Strangely in pain, I guess.
Yeah.
yeah, you feel very de-energized. Edern is going to take you 2 rounds to kind of come out of your sleep. Okay. All right. Meanwhile, Wolfram.
Attack!
All right. Let's see. So you've got your sword at your side. You want to impassion that at all?
That's what I'm trying to pick a good one here.
All right.
Oh, for the loyalty to the empty goblet.
Oh, well, of course. That's
Here we go again.
That's what saved your ass.
What wacky hijinks?
No, when I made it.
All right.
We made it.
Plus 10 to your sword.
Here we go.
Okay.
Crit.
Nice. Okay. So it hits you with 1 claw, and then you crit on its ass as well. So
I know all about kitties. I know how to kill this thing.
cut it open. Do double damage.
That's right. Oh, but it's just regular. All right, 39.
I see. All right. So you do in fact cut it open as it leaps at you.
Does it have green eyes?
As it falls to the floor, it begins to change shape. But first of all, its rear claw did rake you for 14 points of damage.
Whoa.
Now, you have the armor of chivalry, so even when in your night clothes, you have 3 points of protection, so you only took 11.
Oh, really?
All right.
Now,
job.
yes, as you hurl it off of you,
Yes.
the light coming in from the hall, from a taper burning in the hall, illuminates the panther as blood spills out over the floor, and it changes into the form of a man, and it is Brother Taman.
Brother Taman. Why, brother? Why?
And as Concord and Arcade come running in, all of a sudden, everything around you explodes.
What?
There's just like
Wait, like a Michael Bay movie?
basically,
Yes.
yeah, it's just like a,
Fireball.
you're jarred, you're just thrown off your, you're not actually thrown off your feet, but it's like someone rang a bell around your head, basically. And blinking, you are once again out in the rain.
Wow.
That's the
Your
worst of it.
horses, your equipment, and your squires are all there. Edern, you're like lying on the ground, like, no, I'm coming.
No.
And yeah, you're just kind of in the middle of these wastelands as the sun is beginning to come up.
That is hilarious.
Wow.
I'm skinning the cat.
Oh, really?
The brother, you mean?
Oh, wait a minute. There's no way he's not a cat anymore.
No.
Dang.
That would have made one hell of a trophy.
And actually, further to that point, he's not even there.
What?
Yeah.
This is strange, man.
I don't know if
What
I really
happened?
believe that comment about the Queen of the Wastelands being a beacon of goodness anymore now.
Or maybe even being half a day away.
Well, where's Taliesin? He's still here, right?
Yes, he's there as well.
How's he looking?
Drained.
Yeah. Fine mess you've gotten us into this time. Taliesin.
This guy more often.
It's like, well, I never guaranteed it'd be easy.
No.
Frankly, I came along with you because I figured it'd make a good story. So.
Exactly.
I'm getting plenty of good material here.
I know you are. Okay.
So there's nothing for it but to head back out on the road.
Yeah.
All right.
It's morning. At least the light is shining.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't manage to sniff out the sun yet. So.
Yeah, the rain does abate, but the clouds remain.
Oh, okay.
So, you ride for most of the day.
Most of the day.
Yes, indeed.
Oh.
Yeah, no sign of any Queen of the Wasteland hotel or anything like that. So
Sign of anything else?
Anybody? Nothing?
your first sign of civilization comes late in the afternoon.
Oh God.
Spotting.
Another abbey.
It's another abbey. No, you spot a small village. You're far enough away now that you can avoid it if you want to, but there is a village there.
Does he
we're
even do like a
getting lost.
first aid roll?
Oh, yeah, you
I'm
can
a
have your
little
squire
bleedy.
first aid you if you
Yeah, you
want.
might want
Just
to
checking.
Yeah.
It's good thinking.
patch up some of those panther
Oh, and I fail.
cut.
Okay.
He fails.
Yeah.
The squire is not up to the challenge
No.
after that
No.
whole thing.
Oh well.
Is there a scent coming from the village?
No, just the usual pervasive odor.
Regular stink.
Mhm.
Nothing unusual.
Which at this point you've kind of gotten used to.
Right.
Except when there's a breeze, and then it like blows a few other
pretty intense.
extra odor molecules up your nose.
Oh,
Should we make our way to the village?
can't be as bad as London smells.
We probably need to
It's about on par.
some.
Figure out where we're going.
Yeah, we probably need a little bit more direction. Than,
Yeah. We're starting to circle around, it seems.
Yeah.
All right.
In the middle of nowhere.
Let's stop.
Okay. So you make for the village. You're a few hundred yards away still when you see a knight and squire riding out
Excellent.
to greet you or intercept you.
All right.
As he approaches, you can see that his armor is well maintained.
Yes?
Yes.
Heraldry?
Go for it.
Yay!
Harold. What is he though? I make it.
Yes.
Oh, nice. You don't recognize the precise coat of arms, but you can see that he is a knight in service to the king of this land.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So
Yeah,
one of the
so
king's
not
vassals.
some stranger.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
However, the rest of his gear, it's obvious he's maintaining his armor, but the rest of his gear looks rather frayed and weathered. His charger looks rather underfed,
You sure? Well, yeah.
so forth. And then, yeah, his squire is following him on foot, actually.
Oh.
Looks to
really?
be a professional esquire. He's probably in his 30s. His clothing is even more ragged, patched,
in his
and worn.
30s.
Mhm. He carries several lances over his shoulder, and a morning star hung from his belt. The squire does. So the knight stops about 20
Gotta be
yards.
careful running, you know.
The morning star, yeah, it'll get you.
Oh no, that's a flail, right?
Yes, that's right. The morning star is just the spiked mace.
So it's still a little spiky.
Still, you want to
And
be
if you
careful.
trip and fall.
You still want to be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't run with one.
So the knight appears to be in his mid-50s, battle-hardened, and he reins in his horse still a couple dozen yards away from you and shouts out, "I am the guardian of Olbray, and as my liege has charged me, I defend this village with my life. Turn about or meet me in mortal combat."
Oh dear.
We were just looking for directions.
What can I help you with?
Well, sir, we are on a quest in the name of our good King Arthur. We merely seek the Queen of the Wastes.
I do not know this queen you speak of.
Can we believe him? Does he look like he's lying about it?
You can make a trusting, suspicious roll.
He's not lying. There's no.
I make my trusting.
Trusting first.
I make
Yep.
my suspicious.
I make my trusting.
Okay.
I think he's not. I don't even need to roll.
You're
He's
down
not
with
lying.
him. You're down with him.
Yep.
Yeah, so Concord, you're not so sure. Everyone
Yeah.
else, totally on board.
Well, sir, in that case, we have no quarrel with you and wish only to go our way.
Okay.
Perhaps you could direct us to where the king is.
Continue riding south until you reach Castle Carbonek.
Back where we came from?
No, you came in from the northeast.
What?
Oh, right. We did that little.
Okay.
Yeah, we kind of swooped up.
J, yeah.
Continue riding south to meet the king, and you have no knowledge of any queen.
Any
Nope.
queen at all.
None whatsoever.
All right.
Why have you been charged with defending your village from knights?
You are strangers in my land, and my king has charged me to defend the village from all who would threaten it.
Pray, we have no wish to threaten your...
Indeed.
We don't threaten.
It was our understanding that you were being threatened by demons and monsters rather than knights.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Really?
The squire is kind of like looking at all of you, just like with this kind of sad look in his eyes.
No succubi coming by and...
Incubus.
Do not speak of such devilish things, sir.
Really, no Phantom Abbey?
Nothing. Really. Monsters? Not a monster. Not a monster? No monsters?
Scenario 1.
The name Brother Taman doesn't mean anything to you?
Abby's.
Doesn't ring a bell, no.
Oh, jeez. Perhaps it's us that are bewitched. How long has the land been like this, would you say, around your village?
Been like what?
Ah!
Oh, man. This guy's got problems.
You haven't noticed a little bit of just like a drought or a general...
I am the keeper of this village, and
fertility.
our people are prosperous as always.
Does the village look
Is
prosperous?
the squire just like...
He's just like... He's doing a kiff, you know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
So does like the village look prosperous?
Give me an awareness roll.
Oh, no, it does not. It could not
It's
possibly.
his horse.
I succeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a 1.
The only thing you can see about the village is that you can't see anyone actually in the village.
Oh!
There's no peasants working the fields.
What if we're just imagining this?
Or I was gonna say, or maybe he's insane and he's just been given the protecting of this
Does he have like a
village
wash
to keep him
basin
busy.
on his head?
No, it's just, did I not mention that?
Does he have any like noticeable hickeys showing up above like the collar of his armor?
Oh yeah.
So he's deluded, huh? You think he's deluded?
Maybe.
A loony Nay who's just been given an abandoned town
He's
to keep
still-
him busy.
Yeah.
No, why not?
Could we request maybe hospitality at the village?
If you wish to enter my village, you must join me in mortal combat.
Oh, hell no.
So wait, we have to kill you to enter your village?
Correct, sir.
I think we're just gonna go south, guys.
This guy's super cray-cray.
For show.
Squire! I say to his squire.
Yes.
Oh, it's too late. I already said it. I'm reckless. Seek you further assignment with me?
I've sworn myself to my lord here, and I shall not abandon his side.
It was very noble.
Did we
of
get
you.
this knight's name, by the way?
I am Sir Vardalane.
Oh,
Sir
Vardalane.
Vardalane.
I am Art Vandalay.
Exactly. Alright. Well, I'll try my best to save the
And
squire.
what's this village called?
This is the village of Oldbray.
That's
and you
right.
shall not pass.
Oldbray. Well, unless we kill you, which we obviously don't want to do.
But we
I don't know.
Subject to
Yeah.
which king?
The king of Listanese, of course.
Alright, so at least we're in the right kingdom.
Yeah.
And do you believe your king to be in perfect and good health?
Of course, God save his soul.
Oh, God.
Yes.
I understand.
There it is.
It's too hard.
Okay, so he's mad. We have to put him down.
Yeah, it's just too hard for some people to cope with the change. I
Yeah.
understand completely. Let's kill him.
He's kind of broken.
That's not really
kill him.
Is it merciful?
Kill him.
Mad or not, it would
Kill
be unchivalrous to gang up on him.
Yeah.
But,
guess if we
you know,
were
you could
us-
take him on one-on-one if you want.
Oh.
You don't want to kill him?
Not
wanna
really.
kill him.
He's gonna show up in London in like 3 months.
Yeah.
Maybe the village idiot. I mean, who knows? You want to go?
Put him in
Like, I'll
the
challenge him if.
He might be the village idiot. That's
Yeah.
a hilarious idea.
Yeah.
I kind of don't want to kill him.
Everyone in the
I feel
village
bad.
knows.
No, I
This
think we
guy's-
should. This
Should we
isn't
just
wor-
subdue him?
No,
Yeah, I mean, you
it's
could
kinda-
knock him
starve
out.
to death
you know.
out here. Him and his
Yeah.
horse are gonna starve.
Yeah, how
Yeah.
starved does like the squire look?
What's the horse?
Pretty starved.
But they're not. See, this is not good.
No.
I guess, yeah, just maybe we can knock him out.
Yeah.
No.
So who's
Well, no,
challenging
but
him?
challenge him and just knock him out rather than straight up
I
kill
want
him.
that squire. I want to relieve the squire and the horse from his madness.
Hmm.
Oh. How chivalrous of you.
I'll try it. I'll try killing him.
Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it, good sir.
Alright, I'm gonna stand back for this.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Taliesin watches with a cagey look on his face.
Another wonderful story for you. Take note.
Exactly. All right.
The court is ready for any suspicious magic.
He is inspired by his passion of homage to King Pelham.
Being super cray-cray.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm impassioned for homage to Arthur then.
Oh, take that.
Yeah.
Take that, sir. All right. Pass with the lances.
Indeed.
All right. A 16.
13.
No.
Don't.
Wolf from we hardly knew.
Charges in. The charger. Let's see. 5, 8, 12. 14? It's nothing.
Nothing.
Dings you.
It's not even in excess of your size. So
All right,
you're
that's fine.
All right, so since it's not a formal joust, you guys have
Close.
clashed, and now you're just kind of stabbing at each other.
Stabby.
Oh.
So this will be regular damage,
Very
not
good
horse
then.
damage.
Very good then. Ooh. Crit.
Crit.
Aha!
Oh, this again.
2.
1.
This could go on quite some time, couldn't it? Whoops. Oh, crit.
Crit as well.
Jeez. 1.
1.
I super mega crit.
Crit again.
No crit.
Ah!
Double regular damage.
No, you're very good at mathing.
You got me off now. 36.
36.
Ooh.
Okay, so he has 18 points of armor, so that's 18 that gets through.
Oh, how big is he?
He is size 16.
Oh, okay.
So let's see here. Where did your hit points go? There they are.
36.
All right, so you jab him a good one right under the armpit. Cracking some ribs and sending him flying to the ground.
For another?
3 points. And he lands and does not stir.
I will kill him.
Who tonight?
That's right. All right, so you spur your horse forward, and it's just a simple matter of just running over his head with your horse's hooves.
Ooh, it crunches. That nice armor, guys.
Oh yeah.
Guys, that armor was really nice.
That was good stuff. So yeah, you crunch him good, and he is dead.
Very good.
And his squire is crying tears of joy.
That's right. He's free.
Oh,
Wow.
Exactly.
He says, "You did the right and merciful
well
thing."
played.
I'll take his horse and your service if you so wish it. Otherwise, you have your freedom.
I shall come with you, for there's nothing else. Every other resident of our village is dead.
Excellent. Have an apple.
An apple?
It'll last you all day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have some meat as well.
And for your horse.
All
On we
right.
go.
All right. So
We can check out the town now. It's empty.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if there's anything in there.
I mean, we could probably
Is
just
there,
ask,
like-
is there anything in here?
Yeah.
The first
It
tall
is-
figure, though, I'm getting.
We're out.
Yeah, no.
There's a sign of a tentacle. We're
Yeah. Panther, yeah.
There is nothing but the dead and their remains.
Well, then let us let them
unburied.
lie.
What?
Hmm?
Let us
What?
let them lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
we can't bury him.
No.
No.
No, they're fine.
Yeah.
All right.
There is no peasants around to bury them.
The dead bury
We're
the
not
dead.
going to do it.
Yes.
No, we can't bury them. That's manual labor.
Plus, we're how
We have
many
squares,
days into
but I
our,
don't
like,
care.
only 41 days?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we gotta go. We gotta roll.
Yeah.
Because we still have to take 12 days just to get back.
Get
Oh.
out. We're never gonna make it.
So, Squire, have you ever heard of the Queen of the Wastes?
Afraid not.
Oh, we got screwed. We got screwed on that one.
Do you know anyone who might know of the Queen of the Wastes?
Honestly, Sir Vardelaine kept me on a pretty tight leash, so
Yeah. All right.
we were in our own little world.
Yeah.
What about your king?
King Pelham has been grievously wounded, and that's all I know.
Yeah.
So we'll try and find him. There we go.
I guess, yeah.
Let's make our way down to, yeah.
Who else would know where the queen would be?
South. Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. Good point.
Are we just in the wastes now?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, very
yeah.
much so.
The
Yes.
whole country is, isn't it?
Well, that's why I was kind of curious. It's like, okay, in a land that's totally wasted, there was already like the wastes are yonder.
Like you ain't seen
Like there's
nothing
a
yet.
heart of
kind
the
thing.
waste.
Yeah.
Like there's a worse.
Yeah, like the heart of the wastes kind of a thing.
Well, that's definitely.
Well, as if in answer to your question, as you travel further south, the terrain does get increasingly dire.
Oh, I meant to ask a question.
Go.
Can we tell how the villagers died? And how long ago?
Oh, he says a combination of starvation and pestilence.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
Right.
Well,
And Sir
Yeah.
Vardelaine just refused to see it, basically.
Of course.
Still attended Mass every Sunday, even though there was no priest.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
how did he survive?
There were stores, that he had in his manor house, but
He
they
just
were
kept
running
the
out.
distance from.
They were running out quickly, yeah.
I see.
And then just, luck of the draw. and
Just eating bark.
basically. It was getting to that point, yeah.
How sad.
So, yes, the terrain does get increasingly dire, dustier, more sort of almost desert-like. On the third day, you spot your first sign of water in some time,
Oh.
but there's
horses are
a carcass of a wolf lying next to it.
Oh.
Never mind.
So your own stores of water are not, are going to dwindle pretty quickly.
Right.
Of course, you have your fruit basket that you can dip into if you want to.
Yeah.
That we do.
So we
Yeah.
brought the whole pack.
It might come to that.
Yeah, seriously.
I mean, as long as we still have a presentable fruit basket, it doesn't necessarily need to be.
It's like, wait, isn't there traditionally more fruit in a
Exactly.
fruit basket than just
Exactly.
one apple?
It's in a basket,
It's a
isn't it?
sampler.
It's in a basket. What do you want? Here, take it. We're not even interested anymore. All right, so we're not even close to
Exactly right.
we're not even close to finishing the scenario.
No.
But we'll do this last little bit here, and we'll break it off for now and pick it up again next week. So you're riding up a dry, desolate gully. Tongues a bit swollen from thirst. Horses even more miserable than you.
Yeah.
You hear a fearful roar and an equally tremendous hiss up
Oh.
ahead around a corner of the gully.
Gosh.
Well, that's strange. Let's go check it out, guys.
Let's take a look. Let's not.
Let's all split up.
Let's go one at a time.
Right.
Surrounding the bend, you see a large tawny lion confronting an equally large white serpent.
Right.
Both creatures are bleeding and torn. You can make awareness checks.
No.
No.
Okay.
And no.
All right, Wolfram, you note that the lion seems to be protecting a little crevice in the rocks. It's like not moving away from that.
All right. See how the lion protects its den?
Yeah.
Oh.
Could I roll folklore just to see if?
Right. Doesn't it sound folklore?
Yeah, it does.
Or even
Sure.
fairy lore.
Right. Some
Yeah.
kind of lore.
Folklore or religion, actually.
Okay. Or religion.
Religion, Christian.
Yeah, folklore.
Christian versus the.
No, I fail.
Or no, actually, folklore's better. Which I fail anyway.
Yeah.
Huzzah!
Oh.
I succeeded.
Oh,
the
right.
one.
Yes.
So,
Edern.
yeah, well, you're well familiar with the sort of iconography of the of the serpent being a symbol for evil and the lion being a symbol for good.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes.
Oh, the serpent was just fertility, but alright.
A white serpent.
Okay, go on.
Yes. Now,
Panther.
as you're regarding this though, you hear a little kid's voice.
Oh hell.
A small child.
Small child speaking in amongst you. And he says, "Will you not intervene in this conflict, Sir Knights?" And
What the-
looking down, you see this little 3-year-old boy, actually. So I guess it would be,
A 3-year-old.
"Will you not intervene in this conflict, Sir Knights?"
Gosh, she's so adorable. Okay.
He's
Yeah.
got kind of ruddy blonde hair and is wearing a tunic that's left side is white and the right side is black.
Well, guys, this isn't a night. Mass attack.
Yeah.
On the snake?
Cut down the,
I'm the
yeah.
snake.
Obviously, it's an agent of the devil.
Right. We're gonna have to kill it. It's a worm, the great worm.
Yeah,
All right then.
Alright.
Slicey.
let's kill it.
Okay, go for it. You charge in. I'm going to give the lion an attack as well.
Dragon
Spears?
Slayers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Success.
Ooh, crit.
Nice.
Make it.
Success. Not a crit.
Crit.
Okay.
Oh, it's horse damage, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and is also charge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, it's way dead.
Well.
Yeah. Go for it.
So dead.
Okay.
Whoa, not a pitch.
Oh, is it double damage with charging?
If you critted.
If you
Oh.
critted, yeah.
23 for me.
25 for me.
Uh-huh.
Excellent. We've got this.
Yeah.
59.
59, good.
49.
Whoa.
49, excellent, excellent.
We've all got this.
Yeah.
I hope so.
So basically between the lion ripping its head off and the rest of you trampling it and stabbing it, it's dead.
Yay!
And now
so,
we turn to the lion. Is it?
Does the lion not
Is the
try to
lion-
attack us?
Yeah.
the lion now attacks
And
you.
now we're
So yeah, basically, yeah, with the serpent dead, the lion turns around and sticks its head in the little crevice of the rocks and gingerly pulls out 3 little lion cubs.
Oh. Excellent kitties.
Yes.
Some awesome kittens.
Mhm. Meanwhile, you hear Taliesin cry out. He had remained back with the boy.
Yes.
And looking back, you see the boy transforming into a snake. Just a little one. And it
Oh.
slithers away up through the rocks.
Was it a white snake?
Black snake,
A
actually.
black snake.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it wasn't like a California king, white and black.
No.
Right, right.
Yeah. No, it looked like a garter snake, actually.
Oh yeah.
So the lion has been setting its cubs down, and then there's a shimmering flash, and the lion becomes a knight in black armor. His tabard bears a golden lion upon it, and the cubs are all looking up at him with sort of admiration, I guess you could say. You can make awareness rolls.
Yes.
Make it.
Pass.
I make it.
Okay. The cub's eyes are very similar to human eyes. And so, the Lion Knight speaks. He says, "The innocent are saved, though the serpent's spawn lives.
Yes.
The Grey Knight's cause is unjust."
All right.
The Grey Knights. Oh, okay. We're on the right track.
Yep. Who are the cubs?
He is beginning to fade away.
No.
What about the cubs?
Wait. Point us to the Queen of the Waste.
He comes back a little bit, and he points off to the northwest from where you are,
Oh, back again.
and he says, "Ride there, Sir Knights, ride through the blackest night and stay not from your good quest. Your goal you shall find with the dawning."
Oh.
And then he fades away.
Stay away. Perfect. Well done. Well done, Concord. Thank you.
What about the cubs?
Yeah.
They fade out as well.
Oh, okay.
Wait. How far?
Yeah. I need more specifics.
One day only. With the coming of day.
Will
we
she
have
like
to
her
ride-
fruit basket?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna have to keep going, even though it's the blackest of nights.
Yes.
He was the
So,
blackest
coffee.
of nights. Yes.
All right, so you ride on.
Yeah.
That we do.
Okay, you're riding through the night.
Yes.
Yeah.
As
Absolutely.
instructed.
Energetic rolls, please.
Woo! Coffee indeed.
Make it.
Success.
Success.
Yep. Make it.
Great. All right, so indeed the night is black. The clouds conceal the moon and stars, and you are forced to lead your horses and walk very slowly.
Oh, really? That dark?
That dark.
Fantastic.
You've been going this way for maybe a good 6 hours.
Yeah.
So dawn is probably not that far off.
Yes.
When you hear a frightful sound. A gibbering wail, low at first and then gradually getting louder and louder.
Awareness rolls from where it's coming from?
Seems to be all around you. A sulfurous stench permeates the air.
All right.
And you begin to see half-realized skeletal apparitions shrieking and rattling as they fly around you in the air.
In the air? Wow.
Fairy lore rolls would identify them.
We're getting close to something.
I make
Oh,
it.
I crit.
Yeah.
You crit it. On what, a 2?
3.
Wow.
Nice. All right, check those fairy lore
Oh my
rolls
god, I
if you made
critted 2.
it.
I'm sorry, I critted 2.
Did you seriously do?
Oh,
All
my
right,
god, this just
wow.
rolled a 6.
Wow.
Cool.
I mean, it's
Arcade.
It's okay.
No.
Rolled a 15 on a 1.
So.
Oh, that would have critted it for me.
Oh.
Oh.
No,
So while Arcade's going, what the fuck? Everyone else, including Taliesin, looks at each other. Is like, oh, it's the something in Irish, the host of the dead. So you've heard this. You've heard of these guys before. They're basically sort of a mob of unforgiven dead, tormented souls who fly through the air, fighting meaningless battles which frighten mortals who hear them.
Okay, so this has nothing to do with us.
Well, normally no.
Scare us.
Normally no, but they're actually they're not attacking you directly, but they're throwing rocks at you. They're
They're heckling us.
they're heckling you. They're kind of buffeting you,
Right, sure, of course. We're
Yeah,
in
your
the-
horses are freaking out,
Oh, yeah.
whinnying, screaming in terror, really.
Can we keep going through this?
You can press on if you want.
I say this is nothing
Continue
to do
through
this
the
is not our
blackest of
fight.
nights.
Yeah, so
Don't frighten
Edern,
us.
basically the cumulative effect of this is you're going to take a few hit points damage. So Edern, you take 1 point of damage. Concord takes 5.
Ow.
Gets a stone right up on the ear there.
Ah.
Arcade gets 4 points. And
Yeah.
Wolfram is particularly harried and takes 6 points of damage.
Yikes. All right.
And they begin speaking to you. In these sort of deathly rattles, they promise you that they will leave you in peace if you vow to cease your quest and tell all other men that the Queen of the Wastelands is dead.
See, this is perfect. I know we're on the right track now.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they say when you're just about to meet.
Exactly.
All right, so
They're probably at the front gates.
Exactly.
Continue on.
Yeah.
Through the blackest of nights.
oh, actually, Wolfram, your armor of chivalry protects against this damage, so you only took 3 points.
Haha.
Yeah, nice.
Still in pretty bad shape, but okay.
All right, so you're all refusing to follow their lead. All
Please.
right. All right. So
I mean, if they're the unforgiven dead, they can't be very trustworthy.
They're not trustworthy.
3 points to Edern, 2 points to Concord, 1 point to Arcade, and no points to Wolfram.
Okie schmoky.
So once again, you're given the opportunity to vow to abandon your quest.
How can we turn around now?
All right.
Rosy-fingered Dawn should be a
4 points to Edern, 5 points to Concord,
Ow.
5 points to Arcade, no damage to Wolfram.
Alright.
But yes, now you begin to see dawn lighting the horizon. And sort of opposite to where the sun is rising, you you can see a small church literally shining like a beacon down in a vale. And that is where we will leave it off.
Yay!
Does it have a grail-shaped beacon?
Oh, we left the beacon on again.
Oh my god.
We left the beacon on again.
It's just like the searchlight in the sky. Just
Yeah.
That's right.
all of that, man.
Oh, that was very thrilling, David. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Whew, wow.
Appropriately spooky, giving us all folly today.
Yeah.
A lot of excitement.
Yeah, actually, it was perfect weather. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, thanks for the pie.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah, totally.
So wholesome.
Thanks for the beers too. It's been a while since I've had Coors Light.
You gotta wash the pie down with something.
Yeah.
Yeah. All in all.
Yeah.
Wow. What an imagery.
More to come too.
All right.
All right. Of course.
So yeah,
Queen of Waste, right?
honestly, this adventure is so packed it might take up all of next session.
Fine.
If not, we'll just blitz on through into 516 like we've done in the past.
Okay.
So, yeah, but we'll see.
It takes what it takes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like I've missed out on so much lately.
What's that?
I feel like I've missed out on so much lately.
Oh. Just gotta get back into it.
Yep.
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
You got the podcast ready?
I did, yeah.
Okay,
Thank
cool.
you.
I am blocking you in.